listening to the Bearcat Sports Network. This is the Bearcat Sports Network. It's time for Sam Houston State University Bearcat basketball. 101.7 KSAM has every dribble, swish, and squeak from buzzer to buzzer live. Now let's head down to the floor with the voice of the Bearcats, Rob Hipp.
All right, friends, welcome to another edition of Sam Houston Men's Basketball. We are live here in Katy, Texas at the Merrill Center. I'm Rob Hipp alongside my good friend Ken Holland. We are set for a good one here tonight. It's technically round 3 of this tournament. Sam Houston got 2 byes. They'll face Lamar, and this is a team. We'll talk a little bit more about Lamar as we head into this pregame. But Ken, good to be here tonight. Sam Houston's got to take care of business. It is win or go home. The 3rd seed in this tournament, Sam Houston, versus the 6th seed, Lamar Cardinals. We're set for a good one here in the Southland tournament.
Well, Rob, it's always great to come down to Katy, Texas for the Southland Conference tournament, and it is actually going to be the last time we get to do it. Great facility here at the Merrill Center. Exciting basketball games that have been played here over the years, and so you're right. It's win or go home. And for the Bearcats, they need to come out strong and push Lamar to the limits and get a big win tonight.
Well, again, about 11:30 to go before we tip things off, as there's been a lot of fun here. We just witnessed an exciting game just a few moments ago versus in that previous matchup, New Orleans and Northwestern State. An opportunity for New Orleans maybe at the buzzer, but they turned it over out of bounds, stepped out of bounds. Northwestern State held on in that one.
They did, and it was I got to watch the second half of that game, and it was an exciting game. There was about a 10-point lead at about halfway through the half there, and New Orleans got back in it. And like you said, if they wouldn't have stepped out of bounds, they could have had a three-pointer to try to tie it up. But they stepped out, and that's what happens sometimes.
Well, we'll talk more about this one in a little bit. We'll take a quick break. When we come out of that break, we had a chance to catch up with head coach Jason Hooten. We'll play that interview as soon as we come out of our first break. We'll be right back in a few moments. This is Sam Houston Men's Basketball on the Bearcat Sports Network.
It's a new year with new opportunities. Scrap metal prices are the highest in years, and TJ Burdett has money for yours. For over 45 years, TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling has served Walker County with the highest prices and straight deals. Right now, get a multi-year high $7 per 100 pounds of scrap steel and $9 per 100 pounds of short iron. Bring your scrap and get some scratch. The most in years, TJ Burdett & Sons, exit 118 North, I-45, just past the Shell truck stop. Visit TJ Burdett & Sons on Facebook for more info.
Changes are a part of life. Some are easy and some are hard. Isn't it great to have family and friends to lean on during the difficult times? I'm Greg Smith with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we pride ourselves on the commitment we have to caring for your family and your loved one in a way that honors them best. For almost 20 years, families have trusted Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home in their time of need to serve them with sincerity and respect, and we'll do the same for you. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home because everyone deserves to be remembered.
Hi folks, this is Jack at Adams Furniture. Listen, if you need any kind of Lazy Boy, we have it in our store. We are the largest dealer between Dallas and Houston on Lazy Boy. We're talking about big man's chairs, little chairs, designer chairs. If you want Lazy Boy, nobody, and I said nobody, sells Lazy Boy cheaper than I do. That's a guarantee, folks. Lazy Boy at Adams Furniture has never been better priced. Come see us in stock, ready for immediate delivery. Adams Furniture, 75 North and 10th Street. And shop online at shop@adams.com.
March brings warmer weather and even hotter deals right here at Wiesner in Huntsville, just in time for the county fairs and rodeos. We've got great deals on all of our tracks, Equinoxes, Blazers, and Traverses. You can get up to $4,750 in purchase allowance. We even have half tons, 3/4 tons, and the 1-ton heavy-duty Silverados available with up to $4,250 in purchase allowance. So hurry into Wiesner in Huntsville for the best selection or shop us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Rob Hipp here pregame with Sam Houston head basketball coach Jason Hooten as we're underway here facing Lamar at the Southland tournament. Always a great opportunity to be down here in Katy, the 19th straight season that Sam Houston has qualified for this tournament, the longest active streak in the league, facing a very tough Lamar team coming off of a couple of victories. Coach, good to hear from you and excited to be down here in Katy again.
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, you just kind of take for granted being here 19 straight years is just amazing. And I've been blessed to be a part of, I guess this will be my 16th one and 11th as a head coach. So just very blessed. And, I know our guys are itching to get out there tonight and get that taste out of their mouth from Saturday.
Coach, it's been a long year, dealing with COVID. And, of course, you had the loss last week. We're not going to talk about that one because we're looking forward to tonight. But how has the team been able to prepare and kind of go through this season now leading up to this coveted Southland tournament?
Well, I think this is what we've worked for all year long. We knew that it wasn't going to be easy. We knew there were going to be many ups and downs and a lot of setbacks. And, it's just been a really hard year. And I want so much for these guys to just be able to go out on a tremendous note and get to the NCAA tournament. But we're going to have to beat, 3 really good teams. And tonight starting with a very hot and well-coached Lamar Cardinal team.
Coach, you talk about just the season. Zach Nadal, of course, named the 2021 Southland Conference Men's Basketball Player of the Year. How important has his role been, and what an honor for that young man?
Yeah, he's been great for us, just his all-around play, but also his ability to, get our young guys prepared to play and help us this year. And he's just done so much, that people don't see. I think, a big part of our success and the reason that we're 19-8 right now is because of what he's done in that locker room and what he's done on that bench and what he's done in practice every day. And I just don't think there's anybody more rewarding to get that Player of the Year, not to mention he was the most talented player for sure as well.
Well, of course, we talk about other players such as the Freshman of the Year in the Southland Conference, Bryce Monroe. We've talked about him a lot this season. And not only the Freshman Player of the Year in the Southland, but now is named the Kyle Macy National Freshman of the Year finalist. How important has his role been just as a freshman this year and really stepping up and guiding this team?
Yeah, he's given us a tremendous boost off the bench, kind of been our sixth man, really. And, when you can bring a point guard in as your sixth man, to me, that's pretty special. But he's had a great year, well-deserving of the awards. He'll definitely have his hands full tonight against a young man from Lamar who probably also thought he should have been Freshman of the Year, and I think it'll be a great battle between those two. But Bryce has given us he's given us a lot of just stability there and, and a guy that's exciting to have for 4 years.
Coach, quickly looking ahead here as we're talking to Coach Jason Hooten on the pregame show, facing Lamar here in the opening game for Sam Houston in this 2021 Southland contest. Of course, the Bearkats defeating Lamar both times this season. The last was a 77-71 victory, and then we go back to January there for Sam Houston when it was a 96-71 victory. But this team, they're coming off of some wins here in the Southland tournament. Going to be a tough one here. Kind of your thoughts heading into this game versus a very tough and capable Lamar Cardinal team.
Well, yeah, they haven't lost since they lost to us at their place a couple of weeks ago, and they're, like you said, they're playing really good. They've had a couple of young kids that have stepped up and gotten better, and it's always a good game against Lamar, and I think our guys are ready to play, and hopefully we'll go out there tonight and defend and guard like we have for the most part of this year, and go make some shots.
It's a Lamar team that defeated Stephen F. Austin 88-83 and 2 overtimes in that contest. Coach, as I ask every game, just kind of keys to victory in this one as we get started here in the Southland tournament.
Well, the last time we played them, I didn't think we came out with, our pizzazz and our juice, so to speak, although we held them to 30-something%. We have to do that again tonight, and then we got to do a better job of rebounding. They really, really killed us on the boards the last time we played them, and, we've got to do a good job against them getting to the glass, blocking out, giving them one shot and rebounding, and then we got to get out and run. They're playing 6 or 7 guys right now. They played last night, and we got to take advantage of that. We got to get to that bench, and we just got to get the ball out and got to get up and down the floor tonight and make it fast and furious.
Well, Coach, as always, appreciate your time. We've had a good time all season on the Jason Hooten radio show. Looking forward to having another one of those. But, as you and I said, we'll have that after Indy, Coach. So looking forward to this one tonight. Thanks for your time and your accessibility, and we'll see you on the court.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Rob. Appreciate you having me on.
Yes, sir. Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and sensors that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. Amaya's Collision Center at 686 I-45 has it. They're among only 15% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose Amaya's Collision Center, 686 I-45.
Moke & Moke PC was established in 1972. Sam A. Moke grew up in Huntsville. He attended Texas A&M, where he attained his Bachelor of Science degree in engineering. After a very successful career in criminal and civil litigation, Sam decided to focus his practice on estate planning, elder law, probate, business organizations, and real estate. For practical wisdom, trusted advice, and personal service, contact Moke & Moke Attorneys at Law, 295-6394. Eat 'em up, cats.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Weaver Hyundai to get a real deal? And during Hyundai Spring Upgrade Sales Event, save even more. Get a 2020 Hyundai Sonata SEL or a 2021 Tucson SC, your choice, $19,888, or 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 plus no payments for 90 days. Or a 2020 Hyundai Santa Fe SEL, only $24,888, or 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 plus no payments for 90 days. Exit 87B Wilson Road in Conroe or WeezerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp alongside Ken Holland. We are set for a good one here, about 1:50 to go before we tip off. Ken, it's Sam Houston, the Bearkats, facing Lamar. This will be a good one here in the third round. It's Sam Houston's first round as they got, or their first game in the third round. They had a couple of games by. Lamar played yesterday, defeating Houston Baptist. Good to be in the booth with you, my friend.
Well, thanks for having me with you. This is just fun, Rob, and I appreciate the opportunity to sit along and hear you call this great game.
So we're about to get started here in just a few moments. A lot of friends helping to make this one possible tonight. So I wanted to extend a big thanks to all of our sponsors: Daiquiri BB, Abbey Realty, Moke & Moke Attorneys at Law, True Texas Barbecue, Charlie's Used Cars, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, Oak Ridge Disciple House, Wiesner Huntsville, TJ Burdett and Sons Recycling, Adams Furniture, and Wiesner Hyundai of Conroe. You know, Ken, you've been around this team a lot this season. They're on the TV side. How special has this year been for these Cats?
Well, for the Bearkats, they have been very fortunate. They have not suffered through like a lot of other teams. They've played all their games. They had a couple postponements, but they made them up. And it's been exciting to watch them play this year. It's been exciting to watch this team gain more chemistry each night out. And now we get to play for a championship in this tournament.
You know what's exciting for the Cats? They're under the leadership of the junior Zach Nadal, the Southland Player of the Year. He was named that. The junior guard is that 2021 Southland Conference Player of the Year. The league announced that on Monday, along with its all-conference teams. The conference leading scorer averaged at 18 points a game. Nadal scored in double digits in 14 Southland Conference games, 2 30-point contests. He had 4 20-point games on the season. He's the junior from Bryan, Texas, averaged just over 6 boards and shot 42% from the field, 36% from that Moke & Moke Attorney at Law three-point line. All of that ranked among the top 15 in the Southland. He also ranked 6th in the Southland with 2.8 three-pointers made per game against conference opponents. We mentioned him, but how about the freshman player of the year in the Southland Conference, Bryce Monroe? We talked a lot about his ability and what he's been able to do this season. And then not only that for Bryce Monroe, but that moves him into the Kyle Macy National Freshman of the Year finalist. There's quite a few players on that list, but he's in good company with guys like Greg Brown out of the University of Texas. This has been a young man that has really had an outstanding season. He is that player from San Francisco, where he won in high school the City Player of the Year in high school for the city of San Francisco.
Yeah, POY behind his name is a common thing, and he just wants to continue that. What a great year that he's had as a true freshman. And true freshmen don't get an opportunity to start for Coach Hooten very often. So you know what kind of special player he is, along with some other freshmen that are getting some key minutes this season.
We'll go over the starting lineups here for the Lamar University Cardinals, 9-17 overall, 6-10 to finish out Southland Conference play. They defeated Houston Baptist in the second round of this Southland tournament yesterday, 62-52. Under head coach Tick Price, the Virginia Tech alum from 1979 in his 18th overall season, his 8th season at Lamar, where he's 114 wins and 134 losses. They will start things tonight with the 6'10" center, sophomore, number 0, David Muaka. It's a 6 foot, 180-pound senior guard, number 3, Ellis Jefferson. A 6'1", 190-pound guard, number 4, Kason Harrison. A 6'8", 220-pound senior center, number 5, Avery Sullivan, and a 5'10", 150-pound junior guard, number 13, Davion Buster. So again, it is Muwaka, Jefferson, Harrison, Sullivan, and Buster for Lamar. For your Sam Houston Bearkats here in the Southland tournament, again, make it 19 years in a row. Don't let that slide. That is an incredible feat. That leads the Southland as well under head coach Jason Hooten. The team 19-8 overall. They finished a tremendous 13-win, 3-loss season in conference play. Of course, 2 losses to Stephen F. Austin. They lost only 1 contest to Abilene Christian. Stephen F. Austin not in this tournament, and that gives a very good position for several teams, including Sam Houston, an Abilene Christian, or a Nichols to come in here and take that. Not underestimating any of these teams here in this tournament. Again, under head coach Jason Hooten, the Charleston State alum from 1993, in his 11th overall season as head coach. All of them here at Sam Houston, 216 wins, 146 losses. The Bearkats will start things with their regular lineup tonight. The 6'2", 270-pound senior guard. It's the pride of Phoenix City, Alabama, the transfer from Wallace State. Turn on the lights, DeMarcus Lampley. A 6'3", 185-pound sophomore guard out of Bryan, Texas, and Bryan High School. A 2-time Southland Player of the Week. Also in the running for that Lou Henson Mid-Major Award. And also the Southland Conference Player of the Year, number 10, Zach Nadal. It's a 6'2", 190-pound junior guard out of Chicago, Illinois. The transfer from Colby Community College, number 11, Javion May. A 6'6", 210-pound junior forward out of Deer Park, Texas. A transfer from Blinn Junior College. How about it for number 12, Tristan Ikpe? And last, but certainly not least, a 6'2", 180-pound junior guard out of Starkville, Mississippi. A transfer from East Mississippi Community College, number 24, Dante Powers. So again, for the Cats, it is Lampley, Nuttall, May, Ikpe, and Powers. And we are ready to go here in Katy, Texas at the Merrill Center. Ken Holland joining me to my right, I'm to the left. And welcome to those of you on social media joining us in the booth as well. Both teams huddled up right now as Sam Houston will be in their home jerseys tonight. The white jerseys, the white shorts, the numbers in orange outlined in black. Sammy the head Bearcat logo on the back, the Southland patch on the right shoulder. And they also have those arrows on the shorts, the SH logo on the left pant leg of the shorts. A little bit of an arrow there outlined in black and then orange. The bottom of the shorts trimmed in black and orange as well. For the Lamar University Cardinals, well, Ken, they haven't taken off their over jerseys yet. There they go. We were waiting on them. I knew it. Black. I was about to say, man, they're in their black jerseys, black shorts, Lamar in white, outlined in red. The word Lamar written across the front, and on the back it's the numbers in white, the names in white, and outlined in red as well. As Javion May is going to touch the rim, that's kind of his little celebratory start each game. I see him do it every time. And guess what, Ken? Coach Hooten already has his jacket off.
Well, they've laxed the dress code here, so he's wearing the polo and slacks, so no jacket on tonight, so he doesn't have to shed it.
I talked to Coach Hooten. He was telling me, he goes, we wore the jacket, didn't close out the season strong. I don't want to wear the jacket tonight. We don't have to. I'm going to go with the polos. The whole staff tonight dressed in the polos and in their gray shorts. We are set here for a good one. First half underway, and it's going to be a whistle. They're going to re-jump this one here to start the first half of play. Again, Ken, I got you doing a little double duties in the booth feed tonight, helping out with scoreboard. Appreciate you doing that, my friend. Here's the next attempt. This one will be controlled in the backcourt, moving from right to left as it goes back to Avery Sullivan. We are underway. Southland Conference Tournament here in Katy, Texas. It's over the left wing, Kason Harrison, who averages 13 points a game. He's got it on the left wing. Now the pass back up top. Around we go to the right wing to Jefferson. Javion May guarding him. Jefferson, a crossover dribble, trying to work down low to Muwaka. Muwaka will find Jefferson. Running right baseline, darts this one out to the left wing into the hands of Davion Buster. He'll float it back over to Harrison. Harrison, step back jumper from the baseline, not there. And Javion May with the board. No score, underway. 40 seconds gone here in the first half. Zach Nuttall, he'll take a straightaway three off the back of the rim. And the rebound to Muwaka. So both teams coming out cold here, 0 for 1. As they'll try to settle in and find their groove. It's Ellis Jefferson for the Cardinals of Lamar. An over-the-head pass to Harrison. Now to the right corner to Davion Buster. Buster with 15 points. He's the leading scorer. He'll put up a three, and he nails it. Davion Buster right out of the gates with the 3 here, and it's an early 3-0 advantage, the Bearcats trailing. Dante Powers will bring it into the front court with a right-handed dribble, and we've got a whistle and an early, offensive foul here. It sure is, and it's going to go on Kason Harrison. So quickly there, Ken Harrison with the foul. We'll see how that goes tonight.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a real physical ball game between both of these teams, and so fouls racking up early could be a detriment to either one.
Kason Harrison with his first personal, first team foul. Bearcats still with it, 20 on the shot clock. Dante Powers to the right wing. He'll find Javion May on the right corner with a left-handed dribble. From the elbow, the bounce pass goes on the right side to Ikpe. Darts this one over to Lampley on the left corner. Back to Nadal, left wing. Nadal off the high screen from Ikpe. Trying to work through it. Inside the paint. Flip, dip, right side. Yes! There it is, mama, as Zach Nadal finds daylight on the right side after he danced with the stars. And it's a 1-point Lamar lead with a minute and a half gone here in the first. Harrison has it for the Cardinals on the right side, just shy of that Southland logo. Quick little swing pass from the right hand goes into the hands of Avery Sullivan, now to Jefferson on the right wing. Javion May with the hand in his face, Jefferson shaking through it, takes a jumper off the right side of the rim. That shot not there. Lampley with the rebound to Nadal in the backcourt. Nadal wanting to bring it into the front court. He'll wiggle through defenders again. It's 1-on-2. He finds Powers for 3, left corner. Bam! Nails the 3 from downtown. How about it for Dante Powers, and the Cats have their first lead, 5-3 on that Moken Moke attorney at law 3-pointer. It's to Harrison on the right wing. He shakes through defenders with the hand behind him. Powers almost knocked it away, but it's good off the right side of the glass. We're tied for the first time tonight, besides the score being 0-0, of course. Here's Nadal swinging it to the left side, and one. Rim it home there for Zach Nadal, and he's coming alive early here for Sam Houston.
Well, Zach Nadal does a great job driving into the basket. Whenever you drive in, people tend to foul, and he drew the foul on that one.
Great job here for Zach Nadal. Again, your reigning Southland Conference Player of the Year. Also a 2-time Southland Conference Player of the Week. He's also in that Lou Henson Mid-Major Award category. All well-deserving for the junior here. A right-handed free throw shooter, shooting 70% on the season. The and one won't fall. Tough break there from that Charlie's Used Cars free throw line. As Lamar trails 7-5, 17:26 to go here in Katy. In the Southland Tournament, it's win or go home. Over to the right wing, the hand to Harrison. Guarded by Dante Powers. Harrison retreats above the Hercules Tires logo out here at right wing. That's the sponsor of the tournament. And now the pass goes over to Davion Buster. He'll work his way inside. He's fouled as he was trying to go to the left side. And 2 free throws coming up here for Davion Buster.
Yeah, it looks like that was DeMarcus Lampley that picked up that foul. Just got a hand on the wrist as Buster was going up for the shot.
Buster with a nice move inside. And that foul is called on DeMarcus Lampley. First team foul, first personal foul for DeMarcus. Right hand free throw shot on the way. This one is good here for Davion Buster. This young man, a 95% free throw shooter, 38 of 40 entering. He's almost automatic, makes both of them easily, and we are tied for the second time tonight at 7 apiece. 3 minutes gone here in the first half from Katy, Texas at the Merrill Center. Bearkats, Cardinals, Cats with it, moving from right to left. Over to Dante Powers, hit a 3 earlier, thought about one here, goes down low to Ikpe. Back over to Powers, straight away 3. This one off the right side, it wouldn't fall, and the rebound goes into the hands of Davion Buster. Buster on the far side to Harrison, moving quickly inside the paint, floats it up, left side, he was there. Boy, he just found a lane and said, I'm going to open it up and exploit it.
Well, he has explosive speed, was able to take advantage of that open lane.
Lamar back with a 2-point advantage. Cats trailing 9-7, 16:30 to go here in this opening half. It's over to DeMarcus. Light the lamp, Lampley. We'll need him to start turning that on. Down low, May. Bounce pass, Ikpe. Left side, it's blocked, but there is Javion May to clean it up and drop it in to tie this game back at 9 apiece. Cardinals back with it on the right side. To the left wing, it's Ellis Jefferson. Now to the left corner. I believe it's still in the hands of Jefferson here. Spin around Muwaka. Missed the shot, and it goes into the hands of Ikpe. He was trying to slam it home. Here comes Zach Nadal quickly. Nadal almost loses his dribble. He'll find Ikpe. Ikpe working inside the paint. The handle on the court. May able to save it. Back to Ikpe. Tried to slam it home. It's not there. There's Javion May back with it, though. May has it over to the left wing. 16 on the shot clock. Nadal On a high screen from Ikpe, he's trapped, passes over to Powers, now to Lampley for three. This one too strong for Lampley. How about Javion May? It's another offensive rebound, poked away, and the Bearcats still with the possession here. Another opportunity for Dante Powers. Over the left wing, Nadal. Back up to Powers at the top, swinging through a defender inside the paint. Left side, this shot up, bounces around, not there. May gets his own rebound. May to the right side. Here's Nadal from the top. Thought about a three, pulled it back down. My goodness, here's a three. It's on its way, and it is good. How about that for Zach Nadal and the Bearcats leading 12-9.
What a sequence there by the Bearcats. I think there was 3 offensive rebounds in that possession. A lot of ball movement. Aggressive play, and Zach Nadal ends it with a three-pointer.
Boy, I'm glad I got you next to me tonight. I almost went out of breath on that one. Here comes the Cardinals back the other way. Hop step, blocking foul. Is it a charge? No, it's a blocking foul.
Wow.
That was called a blocking foul on Javion May. He may have just barely been inside the circle. And if we have any kind of a replay here up on the screens, I'd like to take a look at that one. That will take us, though, to our first media timeout. 12-9, Bearcats with the advantage. But the Cardinals will have it when we come back on the Bearcats Sports Network.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a nonprofit, faith-based Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addiction. Oak Ridge is committed to serving and helping men who are truly ready to surrender and want to change their lives for the better. Oak Ridge wants to be a part of God's work in restoring lives and family relationships. There is light at the end of the tunnel. That light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit them online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
This is Tim Rushing with Charlie's Used Cars. As most of you have seen or know, we are being affected by the I-45 freeway expansion. I assure you we are open and ready to serve you with your next vehicle purchase. We have driveway access off the I-45 feeder road as well as easy access off of Normal Park Drive. Charlie's Used Cars has been serving the area for 48 years and offers quality pre-owned vehicles and superior customer service. I encourage you to stop by and see us at 230 I-45 South here in Huntsville or visit us online at charliesusedcars.com.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Ken Holland and Sam Houston. Men's basketball here from Katy, Texas at the Merrill Center. The Southland Conference Tournament. Win or go home for these teams as the Cardinals, they shot a little bit short here. 1 of their last 4, but the Bearcats taking advantage. 3 of their last 4. Zach Nadal making 3 of his last 4. And then on the other side, though, for the Lamar Cardinals, Kason Harrison 3 of 4. So far tonight, we'll see what can happen here as the Bearcats. It's been kind of a back-and-forth little tipsy-topsy start here, Ken.
Yeah, but what I like to see on the stat line is the rebounding. Bearcats are out rebounding 7 of 3. They have 4 offensive rebounds, leading to 5 second-chance points. So they can keep that up through the game. That'll be good for them.
So again, 11-12 or 12-11 the score. Bearcats with a 1-point advantage, and free throws should be coming up here as Kason Harrison was fouled and a 1. Javion May with the foul, and an opportunity here at the line for Lamar to tie this up. On the court for the Cats, it's Monroe, May, Ikpe, Lampley, and Nadal. It's good to see the Southland Freshman Player of the Year and also in the running for the National Freshman Player of the Year out there on the court for Sam Houston. We talk about Bryce Monroe so much. One of the top scorers on this team with 10 points a game. He's played in all 27 of them this season. Got a lot of playing time for the freshman here. That was something that I don't think a lot of folks expected, a very young Sam Houston team doing this well this season, Ken.
Well, and he doesn't start very often, but he gets put in pretty quickly. Like you said, plays a lot of minutes and produces when he's out on the floor.
So again, here at the line for the and one is Harrison. Harrison in this ball game. He's also a freshman guard, so a lot of potential with this young man as he continues to develop his career. That free throw on the way and good. He's an 82% free throw shooter. We're tied back up at 12 apiece as Bryce Monroe will bring it across the Southland logo at midcourt with a right-handed dribble. Ellis Jefferson guarding him up top. 14:46 to go here in the first half. Monroe trying to look for something inside, now retreats back over, finds Nadal on the right wing. Nadal crossing over his dribble. Feed down low to Ikpe. Ikpe wanting to work. Left side. How about the extension? And how about that off the left side of the glass for Tristan Ikpe? Ikpe now in this ballgame with his first basket. And the Cats back to a 2-point advantage. Lamar trailing 14-12. 14:22 to go here in the first. Kason Harrison has it, trying to work inside from the left wing. Drop a pass off over to Ellis Jefferson. Jefferson from the left elbow, now the left keys. Finds a Buster from the right corner. On its way, good. Boy, Davion Buster, you've got to watch him, as he already has one from downtown and now make it two tonight. That young man can hit him when he puts them up. He is a 38% three-point shooter. Down the other way, May trying to work inside. Right side too strong, but Ikpe is there to clean it up off the left side. So the Cats lead it by one. Lamar 16-15. Lamar trailing the Cardinals. They've got it back on the right side of the court. Kason Harrison drops a pass off over to Jefferson at the top, just shy of the right of the Southland logo at center court. Double team, going to leave one open on the left corner. Bearkats quickly getting back on Lincoln Smith, who checked in moments ago. Jefferson at the top. He'll go to the left corner to Jefferson, or Jefferson has it from Smith. Now back to Smith. Jumper from the free throw line, good. Bearkats trailing by one. So back and forth we continue to go, 17-16. It's Bryce Monroe has it into the front court. The left-handed pass goes over his shoulder and out of bounds as he threw it away. He was looking for Zach Nadal, and boy, Nadal not going to be happy with that one. He just kind of shook his head at Bryce Monroe, and that's going to teach the freshman, don't turn it over, young man.
Yeah, Bryce Monroe patted himself on the chest saying it was my bad, but can't afford unforced turnovers in a game like this.
And Nadal's going to kind of give him some fatherly love. You know, sometimes the dad doesn't really have to say anything or pat you. You know that you're in trouble. Checking in early tonight. How about Kian Scroggins, who's had a phenomenal past 3 games? He had 5 against Stephen F. Austin, 8 against Texas A&M. Man, a freshman that we had on the Jason Hooten radio show. Coach Hooten has been very impressed with Kian Scroggins' play as of late. All season long, we didn't see him until late in the game. We're starting to see him here early over the past 3. As the Cardinals have it back on, Kian Scroggins guarding a very tough Avery Sullivan. Turnaround jumper isn't good here, but the putback is good by Lincoln Smith. Lamar leading by 3 now. Cats trailing 19-16, 12:50 to go here in the first. Nadal to the left side at the top. Chest pass goes over to the right wing. Bryce Monroe inside. Flip dip. Scroggins slams it home. How about it for the freshman off of the assist by Bryce Rocketman Monroe.
I love it when Kian Scroggins is in the ball game. He's exciting to watch, Rob.
Kason Harrison back over for the Cardinals. He gliding his way inside. Surprise, there was no travel there. Boy, he went from the left elbow down to the right corner. No call on a travel. Here's Bryce Monroe through 2 defenders. He's blocked from behind as Sullivan got a hand on it. Cardinals are wanting that. You're not going to get that. Sullivan knocked it out of bounds. So Dante Powers will come back into the game for Javion May. And on the other side, it is Jefferson for the Cardinals checking in. They're still trying to work out who's going out. So Jefferson will check in, and heading over to the bench is Kason Harrison. He'll get a breather. So the Cats will inbound into their own rim. Way up high goes from Monroe to Nadal. Nadal 3 on its way to the right side. It's not there. He hasn't finding his shot. And boy, Nadal struggled a bit over the last few games. Had a tough one against Stephen F. Austin. I believe only 10 in that contest, if I'm not mistaken. Here's Kopp back the other way. 3, yes. Boy, I'll tell you what. Lamar is lighting it up from downtown here early in this ball game. They are now a perfect 3 of 3. Bearkats trailing 22-18. Monroe has it on the right wing. He'll take a 3. How about it for Rocketman? From downtown on the right wing, the Cats needed a 3, and they got it from Bryce Monroe. Sam Houston has already jacked up 7 of them. They are 3 of 7 from that Moke and Moke attorney at law 3-point line. Cardinals have it back to the right side. Jefferson trapped at the right elbow, but a wide open Lincoln Smith, and he lays it in easily. Cats trailing by 3, 24-21, 11:20 to go here in the first. And Sam Houston will move it from right to left. Dante Powers has it at the top, waiting on a teammate to run baseline. Kian Scroggins will set up a high screen, now on a give and go. Powers keeps it to the left corner. Monroe again, 3-pointer. This time it's well short. And Nadal trying to get the offensive rebound, and it's poked away. So Lamar trying to find some separation here. They're leading by 3 as Jefferson will bring it inside, loses the handle. Sullivan, though, to clean it up off the left side. He traveled. That's a turnover. You know, Ken, I briefly mentioned just then that Lamar has been hot as of late. We didn't talk a lot about him in the pregame, but this team right now is on a 5-game winning streak, or make it 4-game winning streak. It all started, no, it is a 5-game winning streak. It all started back in San Antonio at University of Incarnate Word on the 24th in a 67-45 victory. But perhaps the most impressive victory of all was to close out February, an 88-83 2-overtime victory at home as they hosted Stephen F. Austin. That was a huge win.
Yeah, that was a big win for Lamar. You know, Lamar had a lot of difficulty through the season. They had some postponements. They had some COVID-related issues. They had a 6-game losing streak before they started in ticking off the 5-game win streak leading into tonight. So they're a hot team. They're streaking, and it's showing early in this first half.
We'll keep things right here in the middle of a timeout. We'll go ahead and acknowledge some of our wonderful sponsors. Zachary Beebe, Abbey Realty. It's Huntsville's real estate expert. Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law for your estate planning, real estate, or business law needs. Ask for Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law. Serving Huntsville since 1971. True Texas Barbecue. Smoke with Texas Oakwood for up to 14 hours. Barbecue by the plate or pound. Plus delicious sides like brisket, beans, cream corn, potato salad, and coleslaw. Are you hungry tonight, Huntsville? Head over to HEB Huntsville and check out True Texas Barbecue. Charlie's Used Cars, customer satisfaction is our #1 priority. Our good friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, because everyone deserves to be remembered. The Oak Ridge Disciple House, helping men ages 18 and older through life's hurts. Visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com if you or someone you know needs help with addiction. Wiesner Huntsville, the home of the bottom line. TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling, proudly serving East Texas since 1976, offering competitive prices for all of your ferrous and non-ferrous metals. Adams Furniture, we beat big city prices. And last, Wiesner Hyundai Conroe, where you buy for less. Again, thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors for helping make Bearcat playoff basketball possible here on KSAM.
Rob, it's great to hear all the sponsors that decided to come in and help you on this radio, or the radio broadcast of the Bearcats. You know, those are people that we get to, go do business with, each week, and it's great to hear them support Bearcat basketball.
Again, Rob Hipp alongside Ken Holland here as we're almost halfway through the first. Lamar has found some life here, making 3 of their last 4 shots. Bearcats have dropped to 1 of their last 4. And we're going to have to keep up with the trends tonight because they don't have the team names on the stat broadcast. You would figure in a conference tournament you'd have that down, but that's not the case tonight. Bryce Monroe has it here. Bearcats trailing by 3, 24-21. It's over to Jaron Cook, the freshman who checked in moments ago. Drops it off over to Lampley at the top, back over to the right wing to Jaron Cook. Cook needs a rebound game here in this conference. He'll take a jump shot. This one good.
Nice.
Said that he needed it, and he got it. He struggled against Stephen F. Austin, but Jaron Cook getting on the board, turning on the stove early here in Katy. 24-23, Cardinals with a 1-point advantage, 10:24 to go here in the first. It's Jefferson on the left wing on that Katy logo. Of course, we're here in Katy, Texas. As he's trying to work inside, picks up his dribble. A little scoop pass goes down low to Avery Sullivan. Sullivan with Kian Scroggins guarding him, trying to back him down. Good defense. Here comes Smith off the left side. Somehow floats that one in. Give it up there for Lincoln Smith, who's come alive as of late. And Smith has now made 4 of his last 4 buckets. He cannot miss. Bearcats back with it. It's Monroe.
Wow.
Slip dip good for Bryce Monroe. As he found separation, dropped it in off the left side of the glass, 26-25. Lamar with a 1-point advantage here with 9:43 to go. The pass over to Smith, standing on that Southland logo at the top. Again, he's been hot, making 4 of his last 4 shots. Got to watch him tonight. Jefferson now with the ball. Lampley guarding him, trying to trap him as he'll float this one inside, and it's a charge. Kian Scroggins took the charge. We saw him do it twice the other night, and Kian Scroggins already making a huge positive impact here for the Cats.
Well, and you mentioned Kian Scroggins, but when Jaron Cook came in, you said the freshman. There's 3 freshmen on the floor right now, Rob. That's impressive.
And, that's something we didn't see last year. In fact, we didn't see freshmen get hardly any playing time at all as there just wasn't that, there wasn't an opportunity. But now these young players are stepping up. It's a bright future for Sam Houston and hopefully on their way to a victory. But we've got a lot of basketball left here tonight. They're trailing by 1, 26-25. Here's Jaron Cook from downtown. This one, a knuckleball as it drops off the left side of the rim and out of bounds. Hate that for Jaron because he really needs to find something. He had that jumper earlier, but he's still struggling from downtown. This is a young man that entering tonight took a lot of three-pointers so far this season, 117 of them, made 41 at 35%. Cardinals with the 1-point advantage, 26-25, under 9 to go here in the first. They've got the ball back on the right side. Harrison trying to work now from the paint, flips it over left corner, left wing. Jefferson back down low. Muwaka turnaround jumper good. Boy, David Mwaka only averages 5 points a game, and he's already looking strong here in this one with his first basket. It's over to Jaron Cook on the right corner for the Cats. They're trailing by 3, 28-25. Lampley to the left wing, trying to work his dribble. Now to the top, crossing it over, picks it up. Left wing to Monroe. Monroe found a lane, turn on the Rockets, and it's partially blocked. Scroggins, though, trying to save it, and he knocked it out of bounds. It's a turnover. It'll go right back to Lamar. Checking in for the first time tonight, the 6'8" junior forward Manny Crump, as Kian Scroggins will head back over to the bench, gets a high five from Coach Hooten as well as Coach Mudge. Jefferson will head back over to the bench for the Cardinals. Checking in for him, Davion Buster. A little too close for comfort if you're a Bearcat fan, as the Cats, their largest lead in this ball game, was a little bit earlier when they led by 3 when it was 12-9. They've led 6 times. There's been 4 ties already here tonight. Lamar with it, 3-point advantage, 28-25, back onto the right side, 8:10 to go. Davion Buster has it down low, finding his teammate now to the right corner. It is Smith. Smith trying to work on Nadal from the free throw line. Goes back up top, 5 on the shot clock. Harrison's got to do something here. Down to 3, down to 2, takes a three-pointer. It's good. Why not? That 3 has been generous tonight to Lamar. They should just keep shooting them. They're now 4 of 4. They have not missed from downtown. That has been the story difference so far in this ball game, as the Cats have just not been able to stop anything from downtown. Down low, Nadal from Powers. How about that assist? And Nadal finally putting a little end to this life after a 5-0 run by Lamar. The Bearcats have not scored in 2 minutes. Lamar leading 31-27, 7:20 to go here in the first. Buster has it, guarded by Powers. They're on the far side, moving from left to right. He'll work it now to the inside from the free throw line. Darts this one from the right hand over to Smith on the right corner. Nadal with great defense. Crump knocked it out of bounds. Manny Crump kind of shifted his right hip in there, was able to knock that one away.
Yeah, he just clogged the lane, was able to deflect that pass.
That'll take us to a media timeout, 31-27, as Lamar will have it. They'll hold on to the possession when we come back in a minute on the Bearcat Sports Network.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and sensors that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. Amaya's Collision Center at 686 I-45 has it. They're among only 15% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose Amaya's Collision Center, 686 I-45. March brings warmer weather and even hotter deals right here at Wiesner in Huntsville, just in time for the county fairs and rodeos. We've got great deals on all of our tracks, Equinoxes, Blazers, and Traverses. You can get up to $4,750 in purchase allowance. We even have half tons, 3/4 tons, and the 1-ton heavy-duty Silverados available with up to $4,250 in purchase allowance. So hurry into Wiesner in Huntsville for the best selection, or shop us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com. Chevy, find new roads.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp alongside Ken Holland as we are live here from the Merrill Center in Katy, Texas. It's the 3rd round of the Southland Conference Tournament, as the Cats got the first 2 on a bye as they finished 3rd in the Southland Conference. Of course, Stephen F. Austin took in that. They're not in it. Nichols finished 1st. Abilene Christian finished 2nd. And the Bearcats in that 3rd spot. And that was good enough to get 2. They really wanted that victory against Stephen F., because if we would have got it, that would have been the Southland Conference the Southland regular season champions.
And the first seed.
Yeah. But, you know, we talked to Coach Hooten on the coach's show, and he said, look, it was a tough loss. We've moved on. We're ready to regroup. We knew that this Lamar team was going to be difficult tonight. So far, they've proven everything that everyone has thought. This is a team that has been on a tear. They defeated Stephen F. in 2 overtimes. They're on a 5-game winning streak. And, you know, you talk more about this team, and Coach Hooten, Ken, said, I talked to the guys, and, of course, they would rather – give up a loss and come out of here and win the Southland tournament.
Oh, yeah. If you get a regular season trophy and you lose a game in the tournament, you're done. But you get in the tournament, win the tournament, then you're going to Indy and playing in the NCAAs. And so it's a good trade-off.
It's a long road ahead, though, as the Cats will have to go through 3 teams tonight. They're going to face a very tough opponent to open this Southland tournament. And number 6, Lamar. Don't let that 6 seed fool you for this Lamar Cardinal team. They've got a 4-point advantage coming out of the media timeout, 31-27. 7:13 to go here in this first half. The Cardinals with 8 seconds on the clock will inbound. It goes to Sullivan, trying to work to the right side. He's fouled and one. Tristan Ikpe got a hand on him. You don't want to come out of a timeout like that, and now an and one, and Lamar's going to find some more separation here. That foul is called on Tristan Ikpe. It is his first personal, the third team foul. Zach Nadal also has one, as well as Lampley. 3 team fouls as well for Lamar. The and one by Sullivan on its way and good. 34-27. It is a 7-point Lamar lead. Bearkats trying to find something here with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Nadal down to Ikpe on the right corner. Over to the left wing, it is Monroe. He'll dart it back over to Powers. Powers to the right wing to Monroe from the top. Thought about a 3, now takes a long 2. It's well short. It's just not shooting again. Bearcats struggled from the field against Stephen F. Austin, shooting under 30%. And so far tonight, those shooting woes have turned back onto him. A missed shot here, though, by the Cardinals. Gives it back to Sam Houston. Zach Nadal has it on the far side. Just got to take a breath here. Zach Nadal to the left side, now working from the right baseline over to Ikpe off the right side. That layup not there. The second putback not there. Gets his own rebound again. He'll find Nadal there on the left wing. Nadal with the right-handed dribble retreats back to deep left wing over the top to Bryce Monroe. High screen, Ikpe, Monroe trying to dart his way inside. Finds Dante Powers. Steps back. 5 on the shot clock. Powers got to do something. Finds Nadal. 3 on the clock. Nadal's got to put this one up. And a shot clock violation. Boy, Nadal's arm got held down there. No call. And that is a shot clock violation.
A lot of things going on down there in that possession. 2 missed shots, a couple of offensive rebounds, get the ball back out to the perimeter, but that clock wound down on the Bearcats.
For Sam Houston, that is only their first turnover, according to what we're seeing. It feels like it's been more than that. Lamar back with it on the right side, leading 34-27, 5:50 to go here in the first. Kopp has it, guarded by Nadal on the left wing. Pass goes down to Buster from the left elbow. Jump shot isn't there. Ikpe with the rebound. Ikpe's had a good job tonight finding position. Here comes Nadal. Nadal gets it poked away from behind. It's another turnover. Goes into the hands of Harrison. Harrison to Kopp on the left wing. He'll shoot a 3. That one well short. Nadal poking around, and he has the rebound. And we've got a whistle here. And we'll wait to see here. Of course, every game this season, Ken, it's been tough from a broadcasting standpoint because we're on the opposite end of the scores table. And I'm wondering if they're just going to go through and review this and take another look at this one here. We'll go ahead and take 30 seconds on a timeout. We'll be back here in just a few moments. Lamar leading 34-27, 5:28 to go here in the first half. This is Sam Houston Bearcat basketball.
It's a new year with new opportunities. Scrap metal prices are the highest in years, and TJ Burdett has money for yours. For over 45 years, TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling has served Walker County with the highest prices and straight deals. Right now, get a multi-year high $7 per 100 pounds of scrap steel and $9 per 100 pounds of short iron. Bring your scrap and get some scratch. The most in years, TJ Burdett & Sons, exit 118 North, I-45, just past the Shell truck stop. Visit TJ Burdett & Sons on Facebook for more info.
Back at it here from Katy, Texas, the Merrill Center. Rob Hipp alongside Ken Holland. Ken, Bearcats struggling here, 34-27. The shooting for Sam Houston, it's been another tough one. You go back and look, though, they're actually shooting 44%, but it just seems like so many baskets they put up should have went in, and they just fell out. They had a little turnover there on a shot clock violation. Nadal got one poked away from behind. And so the Cats quickly with 2. I just mentioned they only had 1 turnover. Well, 2 quick ones. Now with 3 in the ball game.
Yeah, and like you said, they are shooting 44%, but Lamar is shooting 62%. That's the big difference in the ball game right now. Their buckets are dropping for them. Sam Houston just needs to calm down, not let this game get out of hand, get back in it, and then, there's a lot of time left in this half and in the second half as well.
Again, 34-27. 5:28. They're still reviewing something down here, Ken. I wasn't 100% sure what that was. And that's just, kind of how it is this year. We'll have to see once we know.
See if we can get
we may get an explanation here. So Official will come over and let us know.
Okay.
So he says we're just playing on.
Just playing on, yeah. I think Tick Price said something to one of the referees over there, and so they blew the whistle and went to go look at it, but there was nothing to call. So,
yeah, well, that's an easy. I like the easy explanations. We're playing on.
Playing on.
And you know some of these guys. I saw you chatting with a couple of the officials earlier.
Yeah.
He's asking about your family, so I know
he
you
was.
guys know
his daughter plays basketball in our district, and so I've got a chance to see him over in our schools before, and I was like, wait a minute, you look familiar. Don't you? You referee some basketball games, right? And you can't miss them.
Back at it here, 34-27, 5:24 to go. Cats have it coming out of that break. It's Dante Powers way out there on the left wing. Rotates to the top, right-handed dribble. And a whistle here and a foul called against Lamar. A bit of a hip check called here. That foul is going to go on Davion Buster. It is his first personal and the fourth team foul here in this first half of play. Bearkats inbounding on the left side of their own rim. It's Dante Powers to Nadal. He's wide open for three. This one on the way, and it's dead there off the left corner of the rim. Boy, that three ball is just not falling for the Cats. They are now 3 of 10. Lamar remains shooting well from downtown at 4 of 6. They were 4 of 4. They missed their last two. To Muwaka. As Ikpe was trying to take a charge, he was knocked to his back, and they let him play through it. That shot is good. 36-27. Bearkats need a score here. They're trailing with 4:48 to go in the first half. Powers takes a jumper. This one on the way at the bottom of the net. How about that for Dante Powers?
You need to keep on saying that, Rob.
2.5 minutes where the Cats didn't score. Dante Powers put a stop to that. 36-29, Lamar with the lead, 4:30 to go. Driving inside off the left side is Harrison, and now a little pushing foul called here against Dante Powers.
Yeah, Coach Hooten was wanting a little arm push by the offense. Didn't get that call.
So Dante Powers picking up his first personal. That is now the fourth team foul by the Bearkats. As Lamar will take this one back in here with that lead. Knocked away. Powers trying to get a hand, trying to save it. It goes up top over to Nadal and May were fighting for it, and they both knocked it away. That's tough there because I don't think they realized they were on the same team.
Yeah.
Here's Harrison back with it. Goes into the hands of Sullivan. Back over to Buster on the right wing. High screen Muwaka trying to go on a give and go as he's calling for it down in the post. And Muwaka down there, of course, he's got the advantage at 6'10", but it's stripped down by DeMarcus Lampley. Lampley weaving through defenders off the left side. It won't fall, but Lampley going to the line, shooting two, DeMarcus Lampley. I like that from Lampley as Muwaka was trying to go down in the post. Lampley sensed it, moved in front of him, hauled it in on his own, and he'll be rewarded with free throws coming up. We'll step aside. Another timeout on the court. We'll take it for a minute. 36-29. Charlie's Used Cars free throws coming up for the Cats when we come back in a minute on the Bearcat Sports Network.
Hi folks, this is Jack at Adams Furniture. Listen, if you need any kind of lazy boy, we have it in our store. We are the largest dealer between Dallas and Houston on lazy boy. We're talking about big man's chairs, little chairs, designer chairs. If you want lazy boy, nobody, and I said nobody, sells lazy boy cheaper than I do. That's a guarantee, folks. Lazy boy at Adams Furniture has never been better priced. Come see us in stock, ready for immediate delivery. Adams Furniture, 75 North and 10th Street, and shop online at shopadams.com.
Changes are a part of life. Some are easy and some are hard. Isn't it great to have family and friends to lean on during the difficult times? I'm Greg Smith with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we pride ourselves on the commitment we have to caring for your family and your loved one in a way that honors them best. For almost 20 years, families have trusted Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home in their time of need to serve them with sincerity and respect, and we'll do the same for you. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home because everyone deserves to be remembered.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp alongside my good friend Ken Holland. 36-29. Bearkats trailing now. Free throws coming up. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Thanks for joining us. Hey, those of you in the booth, thanks for joining. My beautiful fiance, Bridget. Love you, sweetheart. Saying I'm listening. Go Bearkats. Bill Russ says he's listening from Raymore, Missouri. Thank you, Bill, for joining us. Joshua Harris over at the Oak Ridge Disciple House, one of our sponsors. He wants everyone to know they've got 5 open beds for recovery. If you know of anyone who is ready for a true heart change, maybe going through a drug or alcohol addiction, any man 18 and older. Visit them online, oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Hey, if you've got a shout-out, would love to hear from you tonight. You can leave them on the comments section. You can also text us on that fan text line at 512-522-9105.
Yeah, the last commercial by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, Greg Smith. He's up in the stands with Ray Burgess and Ray Hernandez. Great to see Greg here tonight.
A lot of Bearcats support, only an hour-and-a-half drive from Huntsville if you're coming from that area. But then there's, of course, a lot of these college kids, they don't have family in Huntsville, so their parents making their way down here to Katy, Texas tonight, hoping for a Bearcat victory. If the Bearcats can find a way to work through this one, they will face Abilene Christian. The winner of this one faces Abilene Christian tomorrow night, same time at 8 o'clock. And then we move on to that championship game at 8:30 on Saturday night. And Nichols, the number 1 seed, they will play tomorrow at 5 p.m. They will play the winner. Well, it's going to be against, who was it? It was New Orleans, right? Or Northwestern State?
Northwestern State.
It was Northwestern State. Yeah, it was Northwestern State. So Nichols and Northwestern State, they will play tomorrow. The winner of that will advance to that championship game on Friday. And then whoever wins the Southland tournament, of course, gets an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament in Indianapolis. So we're starting to come out of this timeout here. Nadal on the court alongside Lampley, Dante Powers, Javion May, and Ikpe. So we will go back to our starters for Sam Houston. On the court for Lamar, it is Buster, Jefferson, Harrison, Kopp, and Smith. Free throws coming up here for DeMarcus Lampley, 84% free throw shooter at that Charlie's Used Cars free throw line. Here on the left side, he'll bend his knees. The right-handed free throw, definitely good at the bottom of the net for DeMarcus Lampley. Looking over at Coach Hooten across from us, talking to the freshman, Bryce Monroe. Bryce, so coachable. That's something very important as a young player, to listen to your coach. That'll earn a lot of respect from the coaching staff. Here's the next free throw from the Charlie's Used Cars free throw line. Makes both of them. 36-31. Bearcats, they trailed by as many as 9. They have pulled it back down to 5. The ball knocked out of bounds here. And it goes back to Lamar. So it's a good opportunity there for the Cats on the inbound. Poking it away, goes right back to Lamar. Kopp, the inbound, goes over to Buster. On the near side, way up high, the pass goes to Smith. Now finds Kopp. He'll float up one. That shot isn't there. Gets his own rebound, and the putback is good. It's only the second offensive rebound for Lamar here in this ball, if I'm reading that correctly. Maybe on the other side, Ken. As the Cats have it, back over the left side, it is Dante Powers. He'll find Lampley from downtown. How about it, DeMarcus Lampley from that Mocha attorney-at-law three-point line. That is a hot shot for DeMarcus. Turn on the lights, Lampley.
And, Rob, that was a contested shot as well. Had a hand in his face, and he did a great job.
38-34, Lamar by 4. It is a carry, and it'll go right back to the Bearcats on the turnover. Boy, you can just look at Zach Nadal in the face and know that this is a competitor. He is frustrated tonight, and that frustration is going to turn into something big for the Cats. Here comes Dante Powers on the inbound as he works it over to the right wing, crossover dribble, hands off over back to Nadal. Left-handed dribble from the left elbow. He'll find Javion May, trying to find daylight. Floats it in. It's good. Boy, he had a hand in his face from Muwaka, and that ball still fell in.
It looked like it was blocked, but it still went in.
Buster here on the near side just in front of us, and we've got a whistle and a timeout. I believe that's called by head coach Tick Price. Cats trailed by as many as 9. It has been cut to 2 with 2:41 to go here in the first half. Lamar 38, Cats 36. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment on the Bearcats Sports Network.
Moke & Moke PC was established in 1972. Sam A. Moke grew up in Huntsville. He attended Texas A&M, where he attained his Bachelor of Science degree in engineering. After a very successful career in criminal and civil litigation, Sam decided to focus his practice on estate planning, elder law, probate, business organizations, and real estate. For practical wisdom, trusted advice, and personal service, contact Moke & Moke Attorneys at Law, 295-6394. Eat 'em up, Cats.
Back at it from Katy, Texas. Rob Hipp alongside Ken Holland. Thanks for joining us for Sam Houston. Men's basketball here in the Southland Conference Tournament, 38-36. As the Cats have went on a 5-0 run over the last minute, stretching it back even farther, a 9-2 run over the last 2 minutes, 15 seconds. They made 3 of their last 4 shots, pulled it to back within 2. Lamar with it. On the right side is Harrison. He'll float one. This shot isn't there. Nadal with the high rebound to the left hand as it bounced off the front of the rim. Here come the Cats with a chance to tie or take the lead, and it's turned over. Goes into the hands of Harrison off the right side. Oh, and is Ikpe with the block. The save as it goes out of bounds from Nadal to Powers. And here comes Dante as he'll try to work inside. Finds Lampley, left wing 3. It goes off the back. Powers with the rebound. Back over to Lamp. He'll take a corner 3. Yes! There it is! DeMarcus Lampley from downtown. How about it, DeMarcus Lampley? And the Cats have a 1-point advantage, 39-38. It's a 3 by Kopp the other way. That shot isn't good. Into the hands of Lampley, and here comes Nadal. The Bearkats have clawed their way back into this one, a 1-point lead, 39-38, 1:42 to go. It's Lampley from straight away. This shot takes a bounce. It's not there. The rebound, Javion May. He had to pull down hard for it. Under the right wing, May will drop it off. Slam it down, Tristan Ikpe. Harrison on the right side as he is guarded by Dante Powers. Ken likes being on this side, friends. You know, you get to be a fan over here, man. That's what's fun about it.
I'm sorry.
Sullivan up top. He'll go down low to Muwaka with Nadal in front of him. Boy, he had a hand on his arm. Luckily, no foul was called there. If I was a Bearcat fan, I would have been wanting a foul. 41-38, Bearcats have went on a 14-2 run here in the final moments of this first half. 51 seconds. Here is a 3, Lampley. As he was trying to draw that foul on the 3, the shot wasn't there. Keep in mind, though, as Lamar is shooting 4 of 7 from downtown, they're trailing by 3, 41-38. As Harrison has it from the left corner behind his back, Kopp from downtown, and this one is good. Just said it. You got to watch the 3. Kopp can hit it. And the Bearcats can hold for the last shot. They have been able to nail them at the buzzer several times this season. We've seen it from multiple players. Here's Nadal with 14 seconds. And he was kind of walking his way. He finally went across. Got to be careful on an 8-second. Nadal with 7 on the board, and he's fouled by Kopp. Kopp reaching in on an intentional foul there with 6 seconds to go. 6 team fouls. Kopp will pick up his first personal. So still not in the foul bonus. Again, 6.6 is on the clock here for the Cats. Nadal will inbound. Ikpe is out there alongside Powers, Lampley, and Javion May. Nadal to inbound here. On the left side, just in front of the scores table at his own side, he'll find Lampley with 6 seconds. Lampley loses the handle. It's a turnover. And with 2 seconds here, the last shot from Muwaka on its way, and it's well short. Boy, the Bearcats with an opportunity. They turn it over on that final shot of the first half. The 7th turnover of the night, or actually the 6th turnover of the night. The first one by Lampley. But we go into halftime tied as the Bearcats close out that half on a 14-2 run. They trailed by as many as 9, and we have tied it at 41. We'll step aside for a few minutes. When we come back, we'll talk about the first half. This is Sam Houston Bearcat Basketball on the Bearcat Sports Network.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and sensors that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. Amaya's Collision Center at 686 I-45 has it. They're among only 15% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose Amaya's Collision Center, 686 I-45.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a nonprofit, faith-based Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addiction. Oak Ridge is committed to serving and helping men who are truly ready to surrender and want to change their lives for the better. Oak Ridge wants to be a part of God's work in restoring lives and family relationships. There is light at the end of the tunnel. That light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit them online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Weaver Hyundai to get a real deal? And during Hyundai Spring Upgrade Sales Event, save even more. Get a 2020 Hyundai Sonata SEL or a 2021 Tucson SC, your choice, $19,888. Or 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 plus no payments for 90 days. Or a 2020 Hyundai Santa Fe SEL, only $24,888. Or 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 plus no payments for 90 days. Exit 87B Wilson Road in Conroe or WeezerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
It's a new year with new opportunities. Scrap metal prices are the highest in years, and TJ Burdett has money for yours. For over 45 years, TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling has served Walker County with the highest prices and straight deals. Right now, get a multi-year high $7 per 100 pounds of scrap steel and $9 per 100 pounds of short iron. Bring your scrap and get some scratch. The most in years, TJ Burdett & Sons, exit 118 North, I-45, just past the Shell truck stop. Visit TJ Burdett & Sons on Facebook for more info.
Hi folks, this is Jack at Adams Furniture. Listen, if you need any kind of lazy boy, we have it in our store. We are the largest dealer between Dallas and Houston on lazy boy. We're talking about big man's chairs, little chairs, designer chairs. If you want lazy boy, nobody, and I said nobody, sells lazy boy cheaper than I do. That's a guarantee, folks. Lazy boy at Adams Furniture has never been better, never been better priced. Come see us, in stock, ready for immediate delivery. Adams Furniture, 75 North and 10th Street. And shop online at shopadams.com.
101.7 KSAM and the Bearcat Sports Network welcome you to the Bearcat Basketball Halftime Show. Now let's go back courtside with Rob Hipp.
Welcome back, friends. Bearcats in that first half on a 14-2 run. Ken Holland alongside yours truly, 41-41. Boy, things got exciting there. The Cats, Ken, they trailed by as many as 9 when it was 36-20. Things looking pretty bleak there in the front. I was saying, come on, Cats, we got to find some rhythm. They heard you over here getting hyped up, you brought the fire.
No, they heard you. You said we need to score now, and DeMarcus Lampley went down there and scored, and that's what got us on the 14-2 run. Well, Rob, you need to do that again.
Well, these guys trying to really find some life here. Give Lamar credit. I've talked about this team entering this contest as they have picked up very, just impressive victories. And, of course, on that 5-game winning streak, after defeating Houston Baptist in the second round, as they had a first-round bye, knocking off Houston Baptist 62-52 last night. It's bittersweet here because this is the last Southland Conference tournament for Sam Houston as they'll move into the WAC, of course, this fall. But it's been a good run. So many memories, so many years, but we're looking ahead to a lot of really good things as the university continues to build and, of course, under the leadership of Bobby Williams. You talk about Dr. White and what she's been able to do in her short time here. The things are looking very bright for the Bearcats. Ken, you've been around the program a long time.
Well, the thing I'm excited for basketball, I'm excited for the whole athletic department moving into the WAC, but for basketball, you're going to go into the WAC conference that already has some really stellar basketball programs. And so right now, we don't have a double bid out of the Southland Conference. Going into the WAC, you could win the conference championship, regular season, maybe slip up in the conference tournament, but still have a chance to go to the NCAA tournament with a loss in the conference tournament. And the WAC conference tournament's in Las Vegas, Rob.
Well, I'm not too much of a gambling man.
I'm not either.
But, we'll have some fun down there. But we got to get through this, though, tonight. This is what the eyes are focused on here tonight. 41-41. Maybe earlier in the year you could have counted Lamar out, let's be honest. But this team has found a way to turn around. I was talking with their play-by-play radio man. He's been there a long time. Harold Mann does a fantastic job. Known Harold for several years now. And he said it was really that loss against Sam Houston there in Beaumont that really helped turn things around for Lamar. They knew that they had to do a better job pulling in the boards. They knew that they had to do a better job being more aggressive. And that turnaround, it was like that loss, in a kind of a wicked way, helped Lamar But tonight, though, the Bearcats, we heard from Coach Hooten in the pregame. The keys to victory, let's hold them to, 30% shooting. Haven't been able to do that, as Lamar is shooting 55% from the field. At one point, I believe they were at 68, though. They were shooting lights out to start this game.
They were.
But, of course, every team, if you start 1 for 1, you're shooting 100%,
Right.
You'd like to hold on to that. But 21 boards for Sam Houston tonight, 10 of them on the offensive side. We were talking about this, 12 points scored off of that from second chance points. That is what the Bearcats need to continue to do, Ken.
Yeah, and normally the Bearcats don't do very well on the offensive board, so seeing the 10 offensive rebounds so far in this half, that's a good sign going into the second half. Rob, I want to bring up something. You talked about Lamar going on this win streak, but when you get here and you got to play a game, you have to play a couple games to get to this game. The Bearcats have been idle; they're rested. Lamar played last night, so they're it's going to be interesting to see what they do in the second half. Will their bodies hold up in that stretch that they rattled off all those wins? Having a double overtime win against SFA, which is a tough team, that takes a lot out of you. So, it's going to be interesting to see in the second half which team can hold up physically and with stamina.
We got 8 minutes to go before we get things started in the second half of play. 41-41. We are all tied up. Normally this is a part where we kind of go over Southland scores, but hey, everything is happening right here in Katy tonight. So we'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a few minutes as we look at first half stats and more. Stay with us. This is Sam Houston men's basketball on the Bearcats Sports Network.
This is Tim Rushing with Charlie's Used Cars. As most of you have seen or know, we are being affected by the I-45 freeway expansion. I assure you we are open and ready to serve you with your next vehicle purchase. We have driveway access off the I-45 feeder road as well as easy access off of Normal Park Drive. Charlie's Used Cars has been serving the area for 48 years and offers quality pre-owned vehicles and superior customer service. I encourage you to stop by and see us at 230 I-45 South here in Huntsville or visit us online at charliesusedcars.com.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and sensors that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. Amaya's Collision Center at 686 I-45 has it. They're among only 15% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards. As a gold-class business, when you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose Amaya's Collision Center, 686 I-45.
Moak & Moak PC was established in 1972. Sam A. Moak grew up in Huntsville. He attended Texas A&M where he attained his Bachelor of Science degree in engineering. After a very successful career in criminal and civil litigation, Sam decided to focus his practice on estate planning, elder law, probate, business organizations, and real estate. For practical wisdom, trusted advice, and personal service, contact Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law, 295-6394. Eat 'em up, cats.
March brings warmer weather and even hotter deals right here at Wiesner in Huntsville, just in time for the county fairs and rodeos. We've got great deals on all of our tracks, Equinoxes, Blazers, and Traverses. You can get up to $4,750 in purchase allowance. We even have half tons, 3/4 tons, and the 1-ton heavy-duty Silverados available with up to $4,250 in purchase allowance. So hurry into Wiesner in Huntsville for the best selection or shop us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Ken Holland as we are here in Katy, Texas, Southland Conference Tournament. Always a lot of fun to be down here in Katy. Last year, Ken, your story. You were down here as a fan, and then things turned around. Wouldn't get to play. Tell us a little bit about that. It was a unique situation, of course, with COVID, and thankful to be here tonight and be able to play.
Right. Well, we were hopefully going to be able to do radio last year, and I was down here with the team, and we were watching the two teams that the Bearcats were going to play the next night. And during that game, they announced that fans would not be allowed in the stadium here. Only credentialed staff and player pass list would be allowed. And then we went back to the hotel and getting ready the next day to come watch the women play in the early games, and they canceled it. And so we took the trip back to Huntsville disappointed.
Yeah, it was tough. I was halfway to Houston and got the call, turned around, and that's the way it goes. But you know what? We are so blessed. A year later, fast forward, a lot of tragedy through this COVID. A lot of folks affected, a lot of folks losing their lives. But we are making it through this. vaccinations are helping and the social distance and all those things. I've been in a bubble with the team, or not in the official bubble, but I've been in the testing phase every day. And, doing our part, Ken. Been around you, and you and I have been safe. About just so thankful, not for us, for these athletes, that they're able to be here tonight and play the game that they love so well. First half stats here. We'll quickly talk about Lamar. They shot 16 of 29, 55% from the field, 5 of 8 from downtown. They made their first 4 in a row, but since then, going 5 of 8, 62% from three-point land, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Leading scorer, Kevin Harrison with 10 points, 4 of 8 from the field. He was 1 of 1 from three-point land and 1 of 1 from the free throw stride. For Sam Houston, in that first half, shooting only 47, I say only, that's still a good shooting percentage, 47%, 17 of 36, 5 of 14 from that Moke and Moke Attorney at Law three-point line, and 2 of 3 from the Charlie's Used Cars free throw line. Leading scorer for Sam Houston, Zach Nuttall with 9 points. He went 4 of 7 from the field. Hope we'll see more out of him, especially Javion May. May only had 4 points, but 6 ferocious rebounds to help this Bearcat team. 3 minutes to go before we get things started in the second half. We'll step aside and take a break. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second half. It's 41-41. We're tied here in the Southland Conference Tournament. This is Sam Houston men's basketball on the Bearcat Sports Network.
Changes are a part of life. Some are easy and some are hard. Isn't it great to have family and friends to lean on during the difficult times? I'm Greg Smith with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we pride ourselves on the commitment we have to caring for your family and your loved one in a way that honors them best. For almost 20 years, families have trusted Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home in their time of need to serve them with sincerity and respect, and we'll do the same for you. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home because everyone deserves to be remembered.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and sensors that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. Amaya's Collision Center at 686 I-45 has it. They're among only 15% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose Amaya's Collision Center, 686 I-45.
This has been the Bearcat Basketball Halftime Show. We'll be right back with the second half of tonight's game on the Bearcat Sports Network and 101.7 KSAM.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a nonprofit, faith-based Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addiction. Oak Ridge is committed to serving and helping men who are truly ready to surrender and want to change their lives for the better. Oak Ridge wants to be a part of God's work in restoring lives and family relationships. There is light at the end of the tunnel. That light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit them online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Welcome back, friends. A pleasant good evening. 9 o'clock here in Southeast Texas. Here in Katy at the Southland Tournament from the Merrill Center. I'm Rob Hipp alongside Ken Holland. We are tied at 41 apiece. Exciting second half on the way here for Sam Houston, facing the Lamar Cardinals. It was a tough first half at the beginning for Sam Houston. They trailed by as many as 9. Ended that half on a 14-2 run. Saw some play by DeMarcus Lampley, who went 2 of 5 from that Moke and Moke Attorney at Law three-point line. Zach Nuttall 1 of 4. Dante Powers 1 of 2. Bryce Monroe jacked up a three-pointer as well. Jaron Cook took one and missed. Sam Houston poised to make a little run here in the second half and hopefully pull ahead and take advantage or take care of the Lamar Cardinals. It's going to be tough. It's a tough team, Ken.
It is. Lamar's playing really tough. They came out and put it to the Bearcats earlier in the first half. The Bearcats responded. Let's see who made the best adjustments.
So here we go, friends. Again, that Bearcat fan text line is open. Let us know where you're listening from tonight. If you're on our social media in the booth feed, you can text us at 512, or you can send us a message. If you're listening on the radio, you can text us at 512-522-9105. Again, that fan text line at 512-522-9105. To start the second half on the court, Javion May will inbound here in just a few moments. Dante Powers out there. Zach Nuttall alongside Tristan Ikpe. And, of course, DeMarcus Lampley, your starters. So we'll go right back to the starters. Muoka, Buster, Jefferson, Harrison, and Sullivan. Cats have it to start. For the right side, it's Nadal for three. How about it at the bottom of the net for Zach Nadal?
Wow. He came around that screen and just put that up so quick you couldn't get it out of your mouth.
I'm so used to Lampley, it took a minute to get it out. Zach Nadal from that Mocha Attorney at Law three-point line. The Cats with a three-point advantage. Lamar now moves from right to left. It's Sullivan on the right wing. Harrison leading all scores with 10 points in that first half. He'll work his way from the left wing, trying to zigzag through defenders, drops it down to Muoka. He's blocked, but the ball goes right to Sullivan, and at the buzzer drops it in.
Wow.
How about that? On the near side, here comes Zach Nadal. Losing his handle, takes an awkward roll, but right to Ikpe, thankfully. Nadal working his way through defenders. Off the left side, he's partially blocked. Sullivan with the rebound, and it kicks it out over to Buster. Buster to the far side. It's 44-43, Lamar trailing by one, 18:50 to go here in the second half. Inside, Buster finds a lane. Oh, it is blocked. How about that? DeMarcus Lampley. He can turn on the lights from the three-point line. How about slap him out with a block?
Yeah, he got that from behind. Buster had no idea he was there.
Goodness gracious. Marcus Lampley may have put a dent on the hardwood. Inbound here, back over to Lamar. Buster has it near the half-court line on the near side. High screen by Sullivan. Lampley guarding Buster. Pass goes down into the hands of Sullivan. Tries to put up a floater, and that one isn't there. Nadal hauls it down. Into the hands of Dante Powers, moving from left to right. Powers with a behind-the-back dribble on Jefferson. He'll find himself back over, trying to feed it down low in the post and turns it over. A little bit of miscommunication there as he was trying to find Ikpe. Ikpe wasn't ready for it. It's a turnover. Powers trying to poke it back the other way, but Sullivan able to hold on to it. We'll reset here. Again, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Lamar trailing 44-43, 2 minutes away here in the Daiquiri Beebe Abbey Realty second half. Bring home the win with Daiquiri Beebe Abbey Realty. It's on the left wing. It's Jefferson. The shoe came off there. Watch out. We got a shoe on the court. This ball goes out of bounds. Oh, and it was the shoe of Javion May.
Yeah.
Boy, I thought it was Muwaka down there, but it was Javion May. He still played with his shoe off, Ken.
And how beneficial for the Bearkats that the Cardinals threw it away out of bounds.
Yeah, threw it away with the one-shoe man down there. Cats will bring it into the front court, leading by one, 44-43. It is Dante Powers. Bounce pass goes over to May at the right elbow, back into the hands of Powers on the right wing. Down low to Nadal. Turnaround jumper for two. How about it, Zach Nadal? And we got a little bit of a whistle here as they're going to stop play just from some moisture down on the court. But how about that for Zach, as he had a good first half, shooting 4 of 8, now 5 of 9.
Yeah, on that play, Zach Nadal stepped in and the defender went back, and Zach was able to take a step back and just drain that mid-range bucket.
Anderson Kopp will inbound as he checks into the ball game for David Muwaka. Into the hands of Kason Harrison. Lamar trailing 46-43, 17-20 to go here in the second. Harrison's got to be careful as he's really close to that half-court line. I don't think he realized it.
Yeah, the referee was watching.
Yeah, he'll float this one up, bounces around, and takes a friendly roll in for him. Cats by one, 46-45. 17 minutes to go, 3 away here in the second. Dante Powers has it on the right wing to Ikpe. Ikpe, bounce pass and a turnover. Boy, the Bearcats just thinking a little too much here in the second half. If we've seen some unforced turnovers, that one from Ikpe was trying to find Nadal. Nadal wasn't ready for it, and that was just another miscommunication. We've seen that twice so far.
Yeah, two in short period of time here in this half.
Bearcats with 8 turnovers in this ball game so far. They played pretty solid through the first half. Of course, found themselves in a 9-point hole. 14-2 run to close the first half, and then taking the short lead. But Lamar an opportunity here to regain it. They're only trailing by one, 46-45, 16:42 to go here in the Daiquiri Beebe Abbey Realty second. It's Jefferson at the top, right-handed dribble, zings this one over to Buster on the right wing. Lampley with good defense. Kopp has it. Now from the left wing, he'll float one up inside the paint, rolls in and out, not there. Rebound, fighting for it, Sullivan and Ikpe, and the possession arrow will favor Lamar.
Great job by Hipp getting his hand in there and muscling to get to the ball for the jump.
April Lampley joining us in the booth saying, let's go Bearcats. Appreciate you, the Lampley family. Cardinals will inbound here on their own right baseline. Barely gets it in time. Goes into the hands of Buster on that right wing. He'll take a three. Jacks this one up in front of Lampley's face, and it falls in. Oh, man, Davion Buster now 3 of 4 from downtown, and the three-point line remains generous. It's Hipp back to the right side. He'll work inside, and a charge called there against Hipp. Well, the Bearcats have just really got to focus here, Ken. You know, when the Cats went on that 10-game winning streak earlier in the season before the loss at Stephen F. Austin and Nacogdoches, they weren't committing many of these types of plays. You can't do it here in the tournament.
It seems like, Rob, early in this first half, they're pushing. They're pushing too much. They just need to let the game come to them. They know what to do, settle down, play their game.
48-46, Lamar with a 2-point advantage now after the Cats had an early lead in this second half. When they led by 3, it was 46-43. But Lamar here has went on a 5-0 run in the last minute and a half. Davion Buster, as I mentioned earlier, 3 of 4 from downtown. Lincoln Smith not back on the court, but he has been perfect tonight. 4 of 4 shooting for that young man. Cleaning up a little bit more moisture as Kopp will inbound here for Lamar, trying to stretch their lead, currently at 2. Kopp inbound over to Harrison on the near side, guarded by Powers. Left-handed dribble, crosses over his legs to the right hand. At the half-court line, Harrison standing on the Southland logo. They're going to keep an eye on his back feet because that line really bleeds into the Southland logo at center court. Harrison with 13 on the shot clock. Left wing goes over to Lincoln Smith. He is out there. Turnaround jumper. This one missed. That's his first miss of the night. And the rebound, Kian Scroggins, who checked in moments ago. Goes over to Zach Nadal on the far side. It is Nadal. Scroggins high screen. Jumper won't fall. Kopp with the rebound. 48-46. Lamar, the 2-point lead. 15:25 to go here in the second. Harrison has it on the right wing to the corner. Smith, yes. Lincoln Smith from downtown. That young man is not missing. He's missed one shot tonight and now making his first three-pointer. The Bearcats trailing 51-46. Powers trying to work from the right baseline. Loses the handle. Kian Scroggins down there. Scroggins on the court. Finds Nadal with 15 on the clock. Darts it over. Left side, yes. Good for Javion May from the Zach Nadal assist.
Well, it was a great job by Javion May going up aggressive. I think he was trying to get a and one on that one.
Lincoln Smith has it on the right wing. Double team to open Sullivan down on the baseline. It's turned over. Zach Nadal spinning his magic to the right wing. Now he'll find a turnover. He was looking for Javion May, and it was knocked away. Buster has it back to Kopp. He'll fly inside. That's a charge as Kian Scroggins will take the second charge of the night. How about it for the freshman? He went down hard, too, as he's favoring his left shoulder. Zach Nadal gave him a little hug around the neck, Ken.
Yeah, he did go down hard. Whenever you're taking charges, you go to the floor. If he would play a lot more minutes in the conference, he would lead the league in charges taken, I guarantee you.
We've seen several of them over the past few games, 2 here tonight. That'll step aside. We'll take a 30-second break. 51-48. Bearcats trailing by 3. They'll have the ball when we come back in 30 seconds on the Bearcat Sports Network.
This is Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful real estate transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the entire process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the I Heart Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Ken Holland. We're under a review right now, and I'm not sure, Ken, as before we went into that, Kian Scroggins appeared to have taken a charge down there by Anderson Kopp, his second personal foul, but they're reviewing something here.
Well, when we look down there, the referee that called that, he did the charge motion, but now it looked like he I don't know.
Well, he made one motion. I heard a bunch of fans behind us saying it's a terrible call. And, of course, this time we did not get an explanation, unfortunately. Haven't seen anything on the official score come through yet to dictate otherwise that it would not be Sam Houston basketball. So as it stands, we'll still say it's a charge here. For a moment, they went over to the monitor to review, maybe looking to see if it was some sort of a flagrant.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, can you have a flagrant offensive foul? Pretty hard charge. As they were discussing it, there's still a discussion going on as one of the officials, he's talking to the replay operators. The other two officials are down on the baseline on the left side. And we'll see if we have anything coming here. Again, that's the tough break from being on this side as we don't have access to the scores table. Sometimes the officials will come over here, but they're on the opposite end of the court. Coach Hooten's going to get an explanation. He doesn't look too upset, so I think Bearkats will have it here. Not sure that sequence of events there, Ken.
I'm not either.
More friends joining us in the booth. Carlos Moore saying go Cats. Clayton Powell listening from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Clayton has chimed in before. McNeese football fan checking in. Appreciate you, Clayton. McNeese lost a tough one to Southeastern Louisiana on Tuesday to open this tournament in the first round, 71-68. Deanne Thompson joining us, saying go Bearkats. Appreciate you. Back in action here. Bearkats have it. Nadal swings one up. It won't fall. It would have been a miraculous play, but it goes out of bounds. And man thought that was going to be Cats' ball, and it's going to go back to Lamar. Nadal almost had an acrobatic circus shot as he went under the rim, flipped it over behind his head off the right side. It just wouldn't fall down, and he's lost his shoe.
Looking at this replay on the thing.
Man, that was so close.
That did go off of
went off Lamar, it looked like.
It did.
They need to have a LS on the score sheet. You know what that would indicate, Ken? Lost shoes.
Yeah, we've had two tonight.
We've had 2 lost shoes tonight. 14 minutes to go here in the ball game. Lamar with a 2 or 3-point advantage, 51-48. The Cardinals have it on the left side. It's Harrison. Right wing drops this one off over to Lincoln Smith. Lincoln Smith's been hot tonight. He'll find Harrison back out there with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Guarded by Monroe, slips, finds Kopp, long 3 with 4 on the clock, and he buries it. You have got to be kidding me.
Man.
Give him credit as he was way downtown. 54-48, Monroe trying to find some life on the right corner. Over the head to Kian Scroggins. Scroggins trying to work his way. He's rejected. It's knocked around and goes into the hands of Davion Buster. On the right wing, back over to the left wing. Now back up to the top is Harrison. Working in, sweeps one up as Kian Scroggins trying to take the charge. And did he take the charge or a foul, Ken?
Looks like it was a blocking.
No, it's going to go to the Bearkats here.
It will, yeah.
Boy, did Kian Scroggins just take another charge?
He did.
Oh, my goodness. The third one of the night. That's going to be another score sheet item. KSC, Kian Scroggins charges. He's got 3.
He's going to need the chiropractor after tonight.
54-48. Bearkats scoreless in 2 minutes, 11-2 run by the Cardinals. Here's Monroe, jumper. This one rolls in and out, just not falling. As Javion May trying to fire this one away on the rebound and couldn't hold on to it. Anderson Kopp has it. Harrison finds Kopp, who hit that deep 3 moments ago to bring it to a 6-point separation. He'll work inside the paint, retreats as he's trapped. Goes up top to Harrison, back over to Kopp on the left wing. Down low, Muaka drops it in, and it's good.
That was a nice pass by Kopp.
Boy, and Lamar is on a run here now. Bearkats have got to score. It's Dante Powers on the right wing, trailing 56-48, 12:20 to go. Up top over to Monroe, the left-handed dribble. To the left wing, he'll retreat now inside the paint. Hop step, jump shot, well short. And the Bearkats lose it again. This time it'll go into the hands of Harrison. Lamar is on a roll here. Harrison is winded. You can see him taking deep breaths down there. 12 minutes to go in this second half. They've got an opportunity to pull it to within 10 here. Muaka trying to go down low, and he puts it up on the bottom of the backboard. And a whistle and a foul here. I didn't see who that went on. Did that count that as out of bounds?
I think it went on Hipp.
Just waiting to see it officially come in, and it is a foul on Tristan Hipp. So Hipp will have the foul, and we'll step aside for a minute. 56-48, Lamar on a run here. We'll be back in a moment on the Bearcat Sports Network.
Hi folks, this is Jack at Adams Furniture. Listen, if you need any kind of lazy boy, we have it in our store. We are the largest dealer between Dallas and Houston on lazy boy. We're talking about big man's chair, little chairs, designer chairs. If you want lazy boy, nobody, and I said nobody, sells lazy boy cheaper than I do. That's a guarantee, folks. Lazy boy at Adams Furniture has never been better priced. Come see us in stock, ready for immediate delivery. Adams Furniture, 75 North and 10th Street, and shop online at shop@adams.com.
This is Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful real estate transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the entire process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the I Heart Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional.
Lamar Cardinals on a 13-2 run over the last 3.5 minutes, making 4 of their last 5 shots. And they're leading here in this Southland tournament. It's the opening game for Sam Houston. Lamar, as the 6th seed, looking for the upset here against Sam Houston. They've got an opportunity to stretch this to within 10, which would be their largest lead. Currently, though, at 8, 56-48. Bearcats have got to get a stop. They've got to start dropping some shots here in this second half, as they're only 3 of 9, 33% from the field. On the flip side, 6 of 10, as the hot shooting for Lamar continues tonight. They are now 56% from the floor over both halves.
Lamar has really done a great job getting good looks to the basket and dropping those shots. You see the Bearcat team right now just huddled up together, just having a little pep talk with one another.
Again, Deneen Thompson saying go Bearcats, appreciate her. Rhonda Ellisor listening from Sandy Creek, New Waverly area, go Bearcats. Sabre Roberts saying go Cats, my wonderful mother Shirley Hipp and my grandmother Estelle Kimbrough listening back north of Austin and Georgetown. Someone on YouTube saying let's go Cats. We got to bring them. They can hear you. Let's bring them, get them back in this ball game. Muwaka at the free throw line. Muwoka at the line here, his first time tonight. The first one on the way, and it bounces off and no good for Muwoka. This is a 48% free throw shooter. He's only 14 of 29, averages 5 points a game. He has 6 so far tonight. It's a 6'10" sophomore center. Muwoka, the next one is on its way. This one is no good either. So the Cats will take a break here, catch a break. Ikpe hauls it in, back to Dante Powers in the backcourt. Powers has it, crossing into the front court, left-handed dribble. High screen, Ikpe over the right wing. Powers, right corner, Javion May. May trying to work a dribble, crossing over. In the baseline, picks it up, drops it off over to Ikpe, and it's poked away. Another turnover, but back the other way. May pokes it away. Goes right back to the Cats. Nadal from around the back, he gets fouled. It's a little reach around there by Ellis Jefferson. And for Ellis Jefferson, that is his second personal and the third team foul here in this second half. It was a non-shooting foul. Cats will inbound, only 2 seconds off the shot clock. They're trailing 56-48. Dante Powers inbounding on the right side under his own rim. Powers with it. Got to get it in quickly. So he's looking up top, goes to Ikpe on the right wing. Ikpe hands it back off over to Dante Powers. Powers trying to work from the right elbow. Picks it up at the free throw line. Nuttall from 3. Yes!
Oh, yes.
Zach Nuttall from downtown. The Cats needed it, and Zach Nuttall gave it to him from that Mocha Tourney Law three-point line. 56-51. Lamar leading, 11 minutes to go here in the Daiquiri Beebe Abbey Realty second. Ellis Jefferson guarded by Powers. Kopp trying to set a high screen. Jefferson over the right wing. Now his way inside, floats it from the right elbow. It's not there. Ikpe with the rebound. Ikpe with His 8th board of the night. Nadal back with it, who hit that 3 just moments ago. It's Powers, left wing, 3 short. Rebound, Lampley. Floater from the free throw line, no good. He rushed that shot. We've seen that tonight. The Bearcats just got to hold on to it. Wait for a play to develop. Don't rush it. 56-51, 10:30 to go here in the second. Bearcats trailing Lamar with the basketball. The left baseline, knocked out of bounds by Sam Houston. It'll go back, or it'll stay with Lamar. Kason Jefferson will check in for the Cardinals. Ellis Jefferson over to the bench. On the court for your Cats at your starters, Ikpe, Nadal, May, Lampley, Powers. Lamar inbounding, quick give and go. This one isn't there though on the shot. Not able to find the rim was Harrison. It was a little too short. Here's Nadal back to the right side. Hop step, floater, yes. Zach Nadal coming alive here in the second. Coach Hooten wanted a foul as he's looking over at the officials saying, what do I got to do to get a foul tonight? It's a 3-point Lamar lead, 56-53, 10 minutes to go. As Harrison has it. Boy, he was really close to that half-court line. He stands so close to it, Ken. He'll wiggle his way inside, floats it up. That good off the right side of the rim. That'll stop a 5-0 run by the Bearcats in a 2-minute, 30-second scoring drought by the Cardinals. Bearcats by 5, 58-53. Here in the second, 9:40 to go. It's Powers. He'll take a jumper. This one's short off the front. Kopp trying to get the rebound, but it goes to Nadal as it was poked away. Nadal has it. He'll retreat, now working back inside, trying to force a shot here. Ken, we have talked about that all night. And here, though, he's fouled, so he will get the reward of his hard work. But it just seems like the Cats are trying to force every single shot down low inside.
Yeah, you know, the Bearcats need to drive in the lane, try to draw those fouls, but like the DeMarcus Lampley, great offensive rebound, but put up a shot with a lot of time left on the clock, but he wasn't even set. And so, to your point, they just need to calm down, not push and rush things, let the game come to them.
Zach Nadal talking things over with his teammates. He just had a chat with Lampley in the backcourt. Now he talked to Dante Powers at that Charlie's Used Cars free throw line. Now is Nadal. He's 0 for 1 tonight. The first one on the way, and it's off the front. That's uncharacteristic by Nadal. 70% free throw shooter. He's missed 2 so far tonight. They're critical. You look at the stat sheet, and Bearcats are leading in many categories. 28 to 21 rebounds, but have just not found the shot. This one rattles in from that Charlie's Used Cars free throw line. So the first free throw of the night for Zach Nadal. 58-54. Lamar leading with that 4-point advantage. 9:24 to go here in the second. Harrison has it on the right wing. Switches over, left-handed dribble guarded by Monroe. Little 2-3 zone here by the Cats. Behind the back, Harrison. A three-pointer, right wing, well short here by Buster. Rebound, May. Over to Nadal. Got to score here. Nadal has it on the near side. To the right wing, working inside. Flips, dips. It's good for Zach Nadal. That's the kind of aggression and penetration that we need tonight.
Wow. He is so fast to the bucket, Rob.
58-56, Lamar by 2 with 8:44 to go here in the second. Avery Sullivan over to the right wing to Harrison. Guarded by Monroe. Switch off to Nadal now on the defense. Harrison, he's trying to find some separation. He'll dart this one over. Left wing Buster for 3. It's well short. Rebound May. Davion May with 8 boards already tonight. The near side is Nadal, who's really finding rhythm. He'll take a 3. A hand got hit on him. No call. Got a hit on the right hand as he jacked that one up. Surprisingly, no foul was there, Ken.
Yeah, it was right here in front of us.
We saw it. We heard it.
Heard it, yeah, absolutely.
Harrison has it for Lamar. 2-point advantage, 58-56. Maybe it's that old rule, the hand is part of the ball. You know, that's what we used to always say. I don't think that's valid, though. Harrison has it at the top. Nadal guarding him. Right-handed dribble. Crosses over to the left hand. Harrison now takes a jumper from the left key. This shot isn't there. And it's into the hands of Bryce Monroe. Monroe, one-on-one. It's Rocket Man right side. It's not there, but the rebound goes. Here's Nadal straight away. 3. Yes! Zach Nadal, domination here in the second half. How about that for Nadal? It's a 1-point Bearcat advantage, 59-58. After that Mocha Tourney Law three-pointer. Here's Buster on the baseline. He'll find Sullivan. He'll step back with an awkward jumper. It's not there. Muwaka with the rebound. Smith has it. He hasn't missed many tonight. This one stripped away. Goes out of bounds. Bearcat basketball, baby. It's Bearcat basketball.
Well, Rob, where it's happening is on the defensive side. The Bearcats are pushing Lamar Cardinals to the shot clock and causing turnovers, and that's creating offense.
It all started with Zach Nadal, who's really came alive here in this second half of play. Nadal now with 25 points as he's trying to carry this team on his shoulders tonight. Nadal having an explosive second half. We'll have more of the call when we come back in 30 seconds. 58-59, Bearcats by 1. This is the Bearcats Sports Network.
It's a new year with new opportunities. Scrap metal prices are the highest in years, and TJ Burdett has money for yours. For over 45 years, TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling has served Walker County with the highest prices and straight deals. Right now, get a multi-year high $7 per 100 pounds of scrap steel and $9 per 100 pounds of short iron. Bring your scrap and get some scratch. The most in years, TJ Burdett & Sons, exit 118 North, I-45, just past the Shell truck stop. Visit TJ Burdett & Sons on Facebook for more info.
7:12 to go here in Katy, Texas, this third round of the Southland Conference Tournament. I'm Rob Hipp alongside Ken Holland. Bearcats clawing their way back into this one on a 6-0 run over the last 2.5, an 11-2 run over the last 5.5 minutes have given the Bearcats a 1-point advantage. Ken, it seemed just moments ago that the Lamar Cardinals were one basket away from taking a double-digit lead, but the sense of urgency by Sam Houston, and maybe it started with that penetration by Zach Nadal driving in, drawing the foul. He has really turned on the juice here in the second half.
Well, that's the kind of player that Zach Nadal is. He seizes the opportunities, but you also have to give credit to the team defense that the Bearcats are playing. And you mentioned it earlier, Harrison seemed winded and tired. I think that's going to come into play with the Lamar Cardinals the rest of this half.
Ken, I'll be honest, I'm winded and tired up here tonight. It has been a fun one so far. Bearcats trying to hold on. A very tough, and in my opinion, they're ranked number 6 because that's the way it fell. But it's an under-ranking. This is a very good, second or third seed team, Lamar Cardinals. They have really turned things around in the last 5 games on that 5-game winning streak. At an all-time confidence high this season. I was talking things over with their radio play-by-play Harold Mann, and he said, yeah, we've just really started to find some life here. And again, I go back, it's the same point for our radio audiences just joining us. It all started with the Sam Houston loss that Lamar had. They lost at home in Beaumont and then started to find some rhythm and really turn things around. And that's the way it's been here for the Cardinals. I mean, they lost another one at Stephen F. Austin, picked up the win at, and there was some, back and forth, but that's really when Harold said he started to notice a change in the team.
Yep.
Back in it here, Bearcats have the ball coming out of the timeout, 1-point lead, 59-58, 7 minutes to go. Monroe over to Jaron Cook, who checked back in. Cook only putting up a couple of shots. One of them was a 3 that he missed. He's got 2 in the game. Ikpe trying to find something inside. Baseline. It's Cook. He's wide open from downtown. Light the stove, baby! It's Jaron Cook from downtown! How about it for Cook?
Great open shot by Jaron Cook. He took it and drained it.
Boy, Cook was just in front of us. He missed the 3 earlier. He struggled against Stephen F. Austin, but he's 2 of 3 now from the field. One of them a 3-pointer from that Moke attorney at law 3-point line. Bearcats with a 4-point advantage. Lamar trailing 62-58. Here's a high one by Buster off the left side. That's a good shot, and it drops in. Bearcats here. They're going to run. It is Bryce Monroe in the backcourt, bringing it into the front court. Nobody back there guarding him. Little man-man defense here now by Lamar. They'll switch more into a zone. Cook, who hit the 3 moments ago, and he turns it over here. Coach Hooten not happy with Bryce Monroe. He's looking right at the freshman. And Bryce Monroe, he is getting a reeling from Coach Hooten, but he's taking it. As the freshman, we talked about that earlier, he looked at Coach and goes, my bad. He was patting his chest hard, saying, I'm sorry, Coach.
And then did you see what Coach Hooten did?
He clapped for him. He knows.
Yep.
On the left side, here's Lamar trailing by 2, 62-60. Harrison on the left wing, Nadal guarding him, trying to cross him over. To the right elbow, now way out there to Buster. Watch Buster, he's been hot tonight. He'll work his way inside, drops this one off, and it's a slam dunk on the assist to Avery Sullivan. We are tied back up at 62-62. Bearcats' largest lead of this game was moments ago when it was 62-58. It's a 4-0 run now by Lamar to tie it back. Cats have got to score here. Bryce Monroe at the top on the right side, crossing over. Waiting patiently, wanting a play to develop. Zach Nadal showing a rare post. Now he goes back over to the left corner, trying to work. Nadal will put up a 3. This shot too strong. And the rebound in the hands of Harrison. The Bearcats find a little bit of rhythm, and then, in my opinion, I just feel like they start forcing shots. They got to stay with their game. It's been working tonight. 62-62, tied up here as Javion May at the scores table, set to check in just a few moments at the next whistle. Harrison has it, retreating back near half court. 10 on the shot clock. He almost carried there, Ken. Bounce pass down low, Sullivan, who scored here. Turnaround jumper on the way. This one isn't there. Great defense by Tristan Ikpe. Here's Bryce Monroe in the backcourt. Nobody on him into the front court as he's guarded by Buster. He'll work. Puts up a jumper from the left elbow. How about it for the freshman? As Bryce Monroe finding some life on that left elbow. We've got a timeout on the court, and the Bearcats extended back to a 2-point advantage, 64-62. Ken will keep it right here.
Well, Rob, what a game. We talked about it coming into this. We talked about, you mentioned it earlier, just a moment ago, about how Lamar is really better than a 6th seed in this tournament. This is a tough team. Great coach, Tick Price, does a great job coaching. This is a battle all the way to the end.
Been a fun one here so far. Bearcats trying to hold on as they go back and forth. We get it tied again, and now the Bearcats extending it back to a 2-point advantage. Ken, a lot of wonderful folks helping to make our broadcast possible. Daiquiri Beebe, Abbey Realty, it's Huntsville's real estate expert. Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law for your estate planning, real estate, or business law needs. Ask for Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law, serving Huntsville since 1971. A couple more of them there, Ken.
Well, we have True Texas Barbecue, smoked with Texas oak wood for up to 14 hours. Barbecue by the plate or the pound, plus delicious sides like brisket beans, creamed corn, potato salad, and coleslaw. And then Charlie's Used Cars. Customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
Always have the Jason Hooten radio show. Of course, we didn't have it for 3 weeks in a row before we returned last week. Always a great opportunity there at True Texas Barbecue for that show. You came out to most of them, Ken. And Ken, I got to tell you, man, there's a lot of fans, a lot of folks in the Huntsville area, but I don't think anybody is a big supporter as much as you are, man. You do so much for this team, and I know that you're on the TV side. And we got a lot of great fans, and I know you're humble, but you're out there. I see you cheering on these guys and the women's team. And so, again, appreciate all you do for the Huntsville community, but also, of course, for Sam Houston.
I appreciate that, Rob, but we have so many other people that have been following these teams for much longer than I have. You talk about the Rushings, caught about Greg Smith, and I'm just looking up in the stands up there that we have, and you see more people that have been coming to games for a long time. The thing that I'd like to see is just more people coming to the games. I think once we get back into normal attendance levels that we can have post-COVID, these are exciting teams. I think moving to the WAC is going to be fun. We need to start filling up Johnson Coliseum, and I appreciate what you're doing on the radio and all the stuff that you're, doing with social media so people can get connected with what's happening. I think that plays a large part in who can come out.
Appreciate that, Ken. Speaking of social media, a lot of friends joining us in the booth tonight. Mr. Flying High 0001. It's kind of like back in the days of, remember the old AOL chat, the IM, the instant messenger? It's the internet handles, So he said he's a alum up in Dallas. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. Christy Gray joining us saying, let's go Cats. Again, if you've got a message, we'd love to hear from you. Send them to us, whether you're on Facebook or on the social media feeds on YouTube. Let us know where you're listening from tonight. We'd love to give you a shout out. And if you're back at home on the radio, maybe you're listening on the KSAM app somewhere worldwide. Let us know where you're listening from. You can text us at 512-522-9105. Again, that Bearcat fan text line is open at 512-522-9105. We come out of the timeout. Bearcats a little bit of a run again here, leading by 2, 64-62. Only 4:23 remaining in this Daiquiri Beebe Abbey Realty second half. Talked about Zach Nadal earlier. He is the lone Bearcat in double digits tonight. But Ken, how about 10 of 18 from the field, 4 of 8 from that Moke and Moke attorney at law three-point line, 1 of 3 from the Charlie's Used Cars free throw line. That's a reason that Zach earned the Southland Conference Player of the Year.
Absolutely.
Inbound we are. Lamar has it to start, coming out of the timeouts, 4:20 to go, trailing by 2, 64-62. Jefferson has it on the far side as he'll work from right to left. At the top, guarded by May. Trying to cross his dribble over, caught from downtown. That's his shot. It's not there. How about that? Lampley with the rebound. And got a little whistle here and some more moisture on the court. They're going to clean it up. Give these officials credit tonight. They have been spot on every time they have noticed one glimpse of any type of moisture on the court. They have immediately stopped the game and cleaned it up. And there was a lot of games this season, and not discrediting officials because it's hard to see that all the time. But there's many games this season where we saw that it didn't get cleaned up right away, and we saw players slip and fall. It's a very dangerous recipe, especially here late in the season when you're in the conference tournament.
Well, and I think that's why they're doing that. I was watching the game earlier, and there was a couple times where they did the same thing that they're doing in this game. And so, obviously, that was a memo sent down from upon high that let's make sure the court is dry.
Good to have that. Want to keep these guys safe out here. It's the third round of the Southland tournament. We were all tied up at 41 apiece to start this. And now back into it here. The Cats have it leading by 2, 64-62, 3:55 to go. Lampley finds Nadal on the right corner. He's double teamed. That'll leave open Ikpe on the right wing. Not a shot, so he's going to work inside. Now drops it back off Nadal. Bounce pass Ikpe. He feeds May, and we've got a charge. Kopp took it. Give him credit because he had his feet set down there. And a foul is called against the Cats. It's on Tristan Ikpe. It's his 4th turnover and his 4th personal foul. That's tough because Tristan Ikpe now has 4 personal fouls. Now the Cats with only 3 team fouls here in the second half. And we got a timeout on the court. Ken, we'll take it with them for 30 seconds, 64-62. Lamar will have it when we come back on the Bearcat Sports Network.
Changes are a part of life. Some are easy and some are hard. Isn't it great to have family and friends to lean on during the difficult times? I'm Greg Smith with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we pride ourselves on the commitment we have to caring for your family and your loved one in a way that honors them best. For almost 20 years, families have trusted Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home in their time of need to serve them with sincerity and respect, and we'll do the same for you. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home because everyone deserves to be remembered.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Ken Holland. Sam Houston Bearcat basketball on 101.7 KSAN, the Bearcat Sports Network. Thanks for joining us here from Katy, Texas, the Southland Tournament. Ken, we'll be at it again tomorrow. You're going to be with me. Well, that was really high pitch, man. I'm going back to high school. We're going to be with it. You're going to be with me tomorrow. Is that right? We're having fun, man. You're going to be with me tomorrow, though, I believe, at 2 o'clock for
Absolutely,
the women's game.
I'm here.
Awesome, man.
I'm here. I'm here till it's done.
You're here till ending, man. Awesome, man. I'm staying. Well, we'll have the women, that game coming up tomorrow. I thought it was 11 a.m., and I'm glad I double-checked that. It's actually 2 p.m. tomorrow, the women's game. And if the men can continue to advance, they got to get through Lamar. They're going to face the winner of this game will face a very tough Abilene Christian team tomorrow. And the thing is, if we can get there to Saturday, we're going to have Bearcat football at noon versus Nichols. That's going to be a very tough matchup. 2 of your top 15 teams in the FCS matching up. Then at night, 8:30, if the men can win and continue, we will face that final championship game on Saturday night at 8:30. So there could be a chance we're calling football at noon, making the drive to Katy, calling basketball at 8:30.
You'll make the drive to Katy because I'm staying here. So I'll be praying for you, man.
That's right,
You're a road warrior.
All right, we come out of that break, 64-60. If you love close games, this is your game. I don't really, I'm a big fan of just blowout games. I like close games, but I love the blowout games when it's your team,
Yeah, I do too, but,
it's not a blowout
what's
tonight.
exciting about this is this is really good. And you know what? I hate to mention this, but these are 2 of the 4 teams that are going to the WAC.
Okay, thank you. I was about to say, don't say anything that would.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
That is.
The two quality teams playing each other, and these are the teams that are going to the WAC along with SFA and Abilene Christian.
Lamar inbounding here, trailing 64-62, 3:43 remaining in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty second half. It's win or go home. One of these teams going to stay and play tomorrow. One of them is going to go home. Jefferson on the right wing. Pass over to Kopp. To the left wing, Kopp forcing a Sam Houston charge earlier to give Lamar back the ball. Here is Buster. Takes a jumper. It rattles in and good. I think that was two. And it was. That was a long two-pointer from the corner. And we are tied up for the 10th time tonight. If you can believe that. Sam Houston back with it. Monroe turning on the Jets. He's stripped. Buster falls backwards, and it goes to the Bearkats. It'll stay with the Cats, rather. Boy, that was so close because Davion Buster was about a half a foot from flying that one back in and forcing a turnover.
Yeah, it was a good call by the referee on the baseline.
Monroe inbounding, Ikpe right corner. Left-handed dribble. Nadal trying to find separation on Jefferson, and a foul called here on Jefferson. Nadal was aggressive. He went in and slammed it in, but it was well before. So Jefferson with his third personal foul. That is the 5th team foul. Keep that in mind. 2 more fouls will put the Cats in the bonus. Bearcats only have 3 team fouls. Zach Nuttall will inbound the ball just in front of us. Javion Mays on the court. It's your starters. Ikpe, Lampley. Well, one of the starters not there. Powers isn't in, but Bryce Monroe is. Nuttall looking, finds Javion May. Boy, he had to thread that through a needle. It's Nuttall. Drops this one and threw it right to Kopp. He was looking for Ikpe and just threw it right into the hands of Kopp, and Ikpe turned around and said, my bad. He was trying to move, and he knew it. Turnover by the Cats. We're tied 64 apiece. That is the 14th turnover tonight. Trying to work here is Harrison, and Harrison's fouled. Nuttall's going to call his team in here just outside the semicircle and talk things over. The foul is on Javion May, and that is his second personal, the 4th team foul of this second half. Not in the act of shooting. Lamar will inbound. 2:40 to go. We're tied at 64 apiece. Oh, Ken. Lamar inbounding, trying to find Kopp. There he is. Kopp down there near the left baseline. Nuttall guarding him. Turn around, trying to work inside. Turn around floater. It's good. Boy, it just took a hop and dropped in. Lamar with a 2-point advantage. Cats trailing 66-64. They need to score. 2:22 remaining. Nuttall has it, double team. That'll leave May open at the top. Working inside, hop step, left side, up, good, and a charge is called. You have got to be kidding me. Let them play. Coach Hooten's not even happy about it. Sam Houston fans not happy about it.
I'm not happy about it.
Ken Holland not happy. Ken almost threw his headset across the court.
God.
66-60. He didn't, friends, by the way. He didn't almost do that. I don't want to make you sound like you're going nuts over here.
I'm not a raging idiot over here. Well, could be argued, I guess.
I've had a couple of headset throws over the years, but that was long ago, Ken. I had to calm down over the years. I was at the high school level. 66-64. Lamar by 2. Bearcats need to stop here. 2 minutes to go. An area as of late they've struggled down the stretch. They have got to turn it around here. It's win or go home. Harrison has it on the left wing. Drops it off Kopp. Now into the hands of Jefferson. Trying to wiggle his way. Sullivan, right side. It's not there. Nuttall with the rebound. Had to fight for it on the far side. 1:45 to go. Here's the 3, left wing as he drops to the court. No foul was called. And the rebound to Lamar. Their teammates are telling each other to slow things down. Harrison crossing the half-court line as he'll run some clock here. 1:25 to go. Lamar leading by 2, 66-64. To the right side, Harrison. He'll throw it up. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. Ken a little too close for comfort. That foul is called on Dante Powers. It is his second personal, the 5th team foul by Sam Houston here in the second half. And Harrison is at the line to shoot 2. He's an 82% free throw shooter. Harrison so far tonight has been to the line once on an and one where he's 1 for 1. Coach Carter's going to talk things over with a couple of his players, talking to Kopp and Davion Buster. This is a Lamar team that finished this season, Ken, on that roll that we talked about, but 6-10 in the Southland. First free throw is good. It stretches to a 3-point lead. 1:17 to go. Harrison trying to make it a 2-possession game. Bends his knees. Left-hander on the way. It is no good. It's still a 1-possession game. Nadal almost going out of bounds as he hauled that one in on the rebound on the far side, and he'll call a timeout. We'll take it with him for 30 seconds. 3-point advantage for Lamar. The Bearcats have it with 1:11 to go, 67-64. We'll step aside and take a break. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Bearcats Sports Network.
Moak & Moak PC was established in 1972. Sam A. Moak grew up in Huntsville. He attended Texas A&M, where he attained his Bachelor of Science degree in engineering. After a very successful career in criminal and civil litigation, Sam decided to focus his practice on estate planning, elder law, probate, business organizations, and real estate. For practical wisdom, trusted advice, and personal service, contact Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law, 295-6394. Eat 'em up, cats.
Back at it here from Katy, Texas. Rob Hipp alongside Ken Holland. 67-64. Lamar with a 3-point advantage. 1:11 to go here in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty second half. Trying to bring home a win tonight. The Cats, they're scoreless, Ken, in the last 3 minutes. A 9-2 run by Lamar during that 5-minute 30-second span. And this is the most critical possession of the evening for the Cats. Nadal will inbound to Dante Powers. Powers almost loses his handle. Buster poking it away from him, and he's able to hold on to it. Over to Nadal, to Lampley rather. Now into the hands of Ikpe. 10 on the shot clock. To Powers, bounce pass down to Ikpe. Finds Cook, and this one is knocked out of bounds. Good defense down there by Ellis Jefferson. 7 on the shot clock. Ken, that ball almost zinged right by you. You almost got a little shave there on the right side of your head.
I didn't flinch.
Nadal will inbound with 7 on the shot clock. Dante Powers to the backcourt. Now up top, Powers trying to work inside, throws it up. A charge. Come on. Another turnover by the Bearcats on a charge. I'd like to see that on a replay, Ken. Here it is. Yep, that's a charge. Kopp got set. There's a 19-second differential, 49 seconds on the game clock, 30 on the shot clock. What the Bearcats really need right here, of course, is a stop. Still plenty of time, but they need a stop. They cannot allow Lamar to score. As we go to a timeout here, we're going to keep things right here, though. You don't want to turn it over, and that's what happened there. Again, I think it's just those 4 shots that I keep talking about. I know you're trying to draw fouls down low, but this is just a different Bearcat team over the last few games. It seems like they're trying to force shots. They're letting the game get in their head too much and not playing the same basketball that they played all season, especially when on that 10-game winning streak.
Yeah, during that winning streak, it seems just like everything came to them. They were scoring really well. Last couple games, the SFA game and this game, it seems like they're just forcing it a little bit too much.
So we're back in action here as Lamar will inbound this basketball after the turnover on the charge by Sam Houston. Kopp will inbound, 49 seconds remaining. They're leading Lamar 67-64. And Kopp is going to call a timeout. He didn't like anything that he saw. Look at that sportsmanship by Kopp, by the way, as Dante Powers was down on the court, and Kopp, after he calls the timeout, helps Dante Powers up. Got to give these young men credit. And the good news is these two teams will continue to battle each other for years to come as they're both heading to the WAC. They're part of the Texas State University system, and it's good that they will continue to be competitors because this is turning into it would be an unexpected rivalry, especially after this game here tonight.
Yeah, and Lamar's always been a good team to play. They've been very competitive in this conference. They've had a long history of success.
I'll be honest, Ken, I just have to call it how I see it. The Bearcats look defeated. And to be fair, both teams do. It's been a very physical game.
Absolutely.
And the officials have let them play through most of it. We haven't seen a terrible amount of calls. Lamar will inbound here. It is Avery Sullivan. Bearcats need to get a steal here on the inbound. Sullivan looking. Buster's out there. He's been hot. Buster has it on the far side, and Lampley's going to commit a foul here, and Coach Hooten is not happy. I mean, it's not time to commit fouls. And what that does is it resets the shot clock. And, well, that was a bonus foul. So 1-1 coming up here for Davion Buster. Buster, a 95% free throw shooter. That's the young man that you don't want to foul.
95?
95 entering this game. On the front end, makes it. Of course he's going to make it. It's 95%.
95?
Yeah, 38 of 40 this season entering this game.
Wow.
Makes the first one. 2-possession game. Second one on the way. This one is good. 69-64. Bearcats trailing. They need a shot here, and they've got to do it quickly. It is Dante Powers over to Nadal. Nadal trying to work inside, flicks this one up, and we've got a foul here against Lamar. Nadal, I talked about earlier, 25 points. He's went cold, though, as of late, after he quickly got to 25 points in the second half. That is the 6th-team foul. The foul is called on Avery Sullivan. That is his second personal. 37 seconds remain in the game. Bearcats inbounding here, 21 on the shot clock. They've got to move quick. Dante Powers looking. Got to get this one in. Up top goes to Ikpe. Handoff over to Powers. Powers is trying to sell a foul out there. He needs to just shoot a basket. It's on its way, and it's short. And the rebound here, Ikpe knocked away. Kopp has it. 26, it goes back to Powers. Up top, Nadal for 3. This one's good for Zach Nadal. Oh, mama, what a big 3 moments ago by Zach Nadal. 69-67, a huge three-pointer by Zach Nadal straight away from that Mocha Attorney at Law three-point line. Ken, the Cats will have to foul immediately, though. They're trailing by 2, 69-67. 22 seconds remaining. This kind of takes me back to last year when I called, or 2 years ago now, I guess, if you look at it that way, to when I called Bearcat basketball for the first time. We were at Lamar. Down the stretch, we saw Kai Mitchell doing some big work, and the Bearcats came back and were victorious in that game. They were down with about a minute or so to go, and they found a way to win that one. Still time here, but only, well, no timeouts left for Sam Houston. 23 seconds is on the game clock, and it's a 2-point Lamar lead. So I guess you foul here immediately. It's a 1-1 coming up on any intentional foul because the Bearcats have 17 fouls. So you've still got 2 more opportunities for 1-1s. Your prayer is that you miss the first one. You get the ball and go down and get an easy basket and send this thing to overtime. You don't have to force a 3. But if you are going to force one, put it in the hands of Nadal. Nadal's 5 of 10 from downtown tonight.
Yeah, what a shot right there just a few minutes ago.
We'll see who it is on the court. I'd imagine it would be your starters here. Nadal, May, Ikpe, Powers, and Lampley. Kian Scroggins, though, standing near the baseline. So Kian may come in here.
Probably gets a little bit more height.
Yeah,
and
Kian.
Bryce Monroe's back out on the court as well.
Does he come in or not? We'll see. No, he was talking to the official about something. He's not even in the game, and he's out there trying to get some guidance. That's good. I like seeing that.
It's a small lineup for the Bearcats right now.
Very small lineup.
A lot of shooters.
Inbounding here is Ellis Jefferson for Lamar. Of course, they're going to try to go to Buster. They're looking for him. They got to hurry and get it in here. And they had to call a timeout. Great defense. Oh, Coach Hooten is livid. They wanted the 5-second call, and they're not going to get it.
No, they did.
Oh, did they get the 5 second?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, they got the 5-second call. The Bearcats. Oh, baby, what a great defensive job there by Sam Houston. As Lamar was trying to call a timeout, I don't think they got it in time. So the Bearcats here forcing a turnover. That whistle happened right before he called timeout. Coach Hooten was livid. He wanted, he got it. Dante Powers to inbound here for the Cats. 23 seconds, it's Nadal. Hop step, drops it in, and we are tied at 69 apiece. 20 seconds to go. Lamar will have the last shot. Watch out for Buster. Down to 13. 12, 11, 10 on the clock. Buster has it left wing. Lampley guarding him. Buster way out there, trying to find separation. It's Kopp. Kopp driving in, drops it off, and this one is fouled with 1 second to go. The foul is called on Avery Sullivan in the act of shooting. You let him play most of the game. Jefferson will shoot it here. He's only a 65% free throw shooter. If that's who got fouled, no, it should have been Sullivan. No, Sullivan was in the act of shooting.
In the act of shooting, so it's 2. Yep.
And Sullivan's actually a 78% free throw shooter. 0.8. They better go back and review and make sure that they've got to make sure the time is correct. The thing is, the Bearcats have no timeouts remaining, Ken. That is it's just tough. I'm wondering if they 0.8 seconds remaining. I mean, Coach Hooten's not happy. I mean, Coach Hooten literally had his chin on the left shoulder of the right shoulder of the official. Tick Price is going to come over and have a quick chat. And we're going to have another timeout here. We'll see if the officials, maybe they go to review the time like I was thinking.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to look at the time. You got to look at the clock here. We're looking at it on the screen here, Ken. It drops in.
That's a foul right there, so it should be 1.3.
Yeah, 1.3. 1.3 is what we saw on the replay on the TV feed. But really, Ken, I mentioned earlier, no timeouts remaining for Sam Houston. 1.3, I mean, it's just a mercy ball at that point.
Yeah, you really need 2 misses right here.
Yeah, that's what you got to have. You got to have the 2 misses. Here's the situation, friends. We are tied at 69 apiece. It's win or go home for one of these teams. At the free throw line, it's Avery Sullivan, a 78% free throw shooter. And so far tonight on an and one, he's a perfect 1 for 1. Bearcats shooting 45%, 50% for Lamar. And the Bearcats have done a phenomenal job on the boards. 37-25, out-rebounding Lamar. It's just one of those nights where the stats just don't look like, what do you go to here? Maybe 16 turnovers. That's one thing that stands out.
Well,
but then the points off the turnovers weren't that much.
Right, but you got to look at Lamar. They're shooting 51%, 57% from 3-point.
So again, 1.4, Ken, is what they put on the clock. We are tied 69 apiece. Lamar at the line here on the left side. It is Sullivan with the most critical free throws of his career. Bearcats have no timeouts. Sullivan on the free throw, he makes it. Boy, it took a bounce, and the Lamar Cardinals have a 1-point lead. So now they're going to go back and protect the backcourt maybe a little bit here. No, they don't. Sullivan. Second one is on the way. This one is up, and it is a miss. Bearcats have it. Nadal will throw it up at the buzzer. This one is on the way. Oh, off the top, and that does it. (70-69) your final. Season over for the Bearcats. A tough one here tonight. We'll take a break. We'll be back post-game coming up on the Bearcat Sports Network.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Weaver Hyundai to get a real deal? And during Hyundai Spring Upgrade Sales Event, save even more. Get a 2020 Hyundai Sonata SEL or a 2021 Tucson SC, your choice, $19,888, or 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 plus no payments for 90 days. Or a 2020 Hyundai Santa Fe SEL, only $24,888, or 0% for 72 months plus $1,000 plus no payments for 90 days. Exit 87B Wilson Road in Conroe or WeezerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
This is Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the entire process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the iHeart Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a nonprofit, faith-based Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addiction. Oak Ridge is committed to serving and helping men who are truly ready to surrender and want to change their lives for the better. Oak Ridge wants to be a part of God's work in restoring lives and family relationships. There is light at the end of the tunnel. That light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit them online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and sensors that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. Amaya's Collision Center at 686 I-45 has it. They're among only 15% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose Amaya's Collision Center, 686 I-45.
This is Tim Rushing with Charlie's Used Cars. As most of you have seen or know, we are being affected by the I-45 freeway expansion. I assure you we are open and ready to serve you with your next vehicle purchase. We have driveway access off the I-45 feeder road as well as easy access off of Normal Park Drive. Charlie's Used Cars has been serving the area for 48 years and offers quality pre-owned vehicles and superior customer service. I encourage you to stop by and see us at 230
and $9 per 100 pounds of short iron. Bring your scrap and get some scratch. The most in years, TJ Burdett and Sons, exit 118 North, I-45, just past the Shell truck stop. Visit TJ Burdett and Sons on Facebook for more info.
101.7 KSAM and the Bearcat Sports Network present the Bearcat Basketball Post-Game Show. Now for an in-depth analysis of tonight's game, let's return courtside with Rob Hipp.
An early exit in the Southland tournament for your Sam Houston Bearcat. Your heart goes out to those young men who have fought so hard this season. But, Ken, tonight it was the Lamar Cardinals, now on a 6-game winning streak. They picked up a confidence-boosting win, of course, versus Stephen F. Austin. They're on their way. This is a very strong team. We talked about them early on. You know, it's tough for us. We call the games, but on the radio side, we can be a little bit more fans. And, you know, your hearts just go out to these guys. You almost want to shed a tear with them. But I'll tell you, a tremendous season, just fell short. One win away from 20 on the season, still a lot to be proud of. But getting an early exit in the Southland Conference in the first game, that's always a tough one. I don't want to take anything away from Lamar, though. As we saw Coach Price walking by, we gave him a clap and told him good game because they deserve it. They played a very hard game. This was a team that shot just over 50%. They were lighting it up for 55% or so in the first half alone. But the Bearcats tonight, they could just not find a way to overcome a very physical game. And Lamar just shot the ball better. We saw that against Stephen F. Austin and now with Lamar. And that is the tough one, though, because that is it for the season for Sam Houston men's basketball.
It is. Lamar, you know, obviously came into the tournament on a streak. They've been hot. They are the team to watch out for. You know, they're going to go up against Abilene Christian, who's waiting for them. You know, they're playing with a lot of confidence right now, and I think after this win, they'll have even more confidence going into tomorrow night's game. You do feel bad for the Bearcats, obviously, with a tough season like we've had. A lot of chemistry that's been developed with this team that has veteran leadership, but then also a lot of young talent on it as well. So the future is bright for the Bearcats.
Well, the Bearcats, you know, been the number 3 seed like they were tonight 6 times in the tournament. They lost in the opening round in 2009. They advanced to the semifinals in 5-8, 11-16, and the finals in 19. But, again, just a tough one here tonight. And but, you know, I try to look at it, you know, for us, and of course it gets a little frustrating. I mean, you know, we're fans, let's be honest. But I will say this, a very young team there was a lot of question marks heading into this season. And this is a team that is still poised for success next year, as you're going to continue to see guys like Bryce Monroe mature, Jaron Cook, Zach Nadal, who your Southland Conference Player of the Year. He's only a junior, so he's got another year. This is still a young team that has an opportunity to grow and build.
Absolutely, they do. And you got to consider with COVID, there's an additional year for all these players. So
that's right.
It really sets itself up for the next 2 or 3 years being a really good look for the Bearkats. Kian Scroggins as well. I mean, a big man like him being able to develop in this system. Our conference as we move over to the WAC is going to have some more bigger post players in it. And what a great job to get Kian Scroggins on this team and getting him developed as a true freshman. Again, another year. He could literally play 5 years worth of basketball here at Sam Houston.
And we saw him come in the last few games. It's really where he started earning his minutes. He came in very early in this game. In fact, I think the earliest that he's been in a game all season. He took 2 more charges, showed some a little bit domination early. And Zach Nadal really carried this team because the ball wasn't being shot well. Bearkats at one point, I believe their largest, and we'll go over a little bit of stats here in a minute, for the Bearkats, their largest lead of the night was only at 4 when it was 62-58 in this ball game with 6:48 remaining. Of course, the Cats went on a little bit of a run there. Zach Nadal, though, trying his best to carry this team on his shoulders tonight. 30 points for Zach. DeMarcus Lampley with 8. And, that was a really dynamic duo. In fact, one of the best in the NCAA, top 5, in fact, for a time there when Nadal was putting up 20 to 30 and DeMarcus Lampley was averaging 20. But as the season went on, things just cooled off a little bit between those two. And we didn't see that same type of chemistry that we saw throughout the heart of the season when the Cats went on that 10-game winning streak.
Yeah, when you go through the first round of the season, then the second time around when, they figure you out a little bit, play a little bit different look on you, that shut down that duo, so to speak. And so, that's what happens in the game of basketball. You have to make adjustments and figure it out.
Well, Ken, it's always a privilege to be with you. And, tomorrow, look, it's not over for Sam Houston. The university's got another team. It's the women's team. They're in the tournament, and that's going to be a big game tomorrow as the Bearkats will face the 6-seed Nichols State Colonels. So, it's another 3-seed. It's the Sam Houston women's is a 3-seed. Colonels is a 6-seed. Someone on social media said it best a while ago, said seeds are for plants, survive in advance, So you couldn't be more right, Jarrett. Thank you for joining us. Jarrett's a Lamar fan. And, congratulations to your team. Those guys came out, and they fought hard. And, again, want to appreciate everybody joining us. Ken, just wanted to quickly look at some final numbers here tonight. The Bearkats overall 28 of 61 from the field, shooting just under 46%. 10 of 22 from that Mocha Attorney at Law three-point line where they were 46%. They were only 3 of 5. That's just unbelievable to think that they only got to the line a few times tonight from that Charlie's Used Cars free throw line. We talked about this being a very physical game, but the officials just let them play through it. There at the end, just a tough foul. And, it's always tough to lose, but especially on a free throw, on a foul at the end of the game. Bearkats didn't have any time remaining, any timeouts remaining. They had 1.3 on the clock. First free throw was made. That was the tie-breaking, eventual game-winning point there for Lamar. But if you think about it, if the Bearkats, and you can sit back and say if this and if that, but, it goes back to those timeouts. You got to try to find a way to hold on to them because late down the stretch you may need them, and that's true with any sport. Bearkats, again, just 3 of 5 from free throw land, from that Charlie's Used Cars free throw land, committing 12 total fouls. For Lamar tonight, shooting 27 of 53, 50% from the field, 8 of 14 from that three-point line. And they also go 8 of 12 from the free throw line. So Bearkats out-rebounded Lamar, 38-25, 14 of them on the offensive side. We saw a lot from Javion May tonight. Don't want to take away about that. And how about Tristan Ikpe with 10 boards? This is another young man that really has an opportunity here with Sam Houston. As Coach Hooten even said in one of the Jason Hooten radio shows, that this young man has the potential to be one of the first players in a long time to average a double-double with Sam Houston men's basketball. And I truly believe that. We saw him tonight. But I think Javion May is one of those, too, that's slowly kind of inching his way in. You don't see a lot on the stat sheet from that young man, but his physical play gives a lot of opportunities to the Cats that you don't see show up on a stat sheet.
Right, and I think the other thing to remember about this particular team, there was a lot of turnover. 9 new players. Obviously we talked about the true freshmen, but we had a lot of transfers come in. They had to learn this system. So what they were able to do in learning this system this year and gelling it's going to be really interesting when they get a regular offseason to work. They didn't have that, with COVID. They're going to have a regular offseason going into next season, going into the WAC. I look for good things next year for the Bearkats.
And you mentioned something, Ken, before we sign off here in just a few moments. You mentioned something that's so important. When there is energy in a facility, it fuels your team. And we saw as games progressed this season at Johnson in a COVID year with a 1,200 seat capacity. We met that at the there versus Stephen F. Austin, of course. But I pledge and plead with our friends in Huntsville and the area, come out and support these Bearkats. They are such a phenomenal group of young men. They do so much off the court. It's not always what they do on the court. It's what they do off the court. You'll see a guy like Zach Nadal coming out here and with distance talking to kids and cheering on kids. You'll see guys like DeMarcus Lampley who are involved. These are young men that play well on the court, but they lead such great role model lives off the court. And as a community, I always plead for our community in Huntsville. Come out and support these young men and show them that, hey, we support you, and let's get Johnson Coliseum this coming up here. Let's get that bad boy packed, man.
Absolutely. There's a new parking garage that they built right next to the Coliseum, easy access over to walk over. So, once the season gets back rolling next year, let's try to get some people out to the games.
One final time tonight, as we want to thank our sponsors, Daiquiri Beebe, Abbey Realty, Moke and Moke Attorneys at Law, True Texas Barbecue, Charlie's Used Cars, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the Oak Ridge Disciple House, Wiesner Huntsville, TJ Burdett and Sons Recycling, Adams Furniture, and Wiesner Hyundai Conroe. We couldn't have done it without your support, and several of those stayed on with us throughout the entire season, including Moke and Moke Attorneys at Law, Charlie's Used Cars, Daiquiri Beebe, Abbey Realty, and Copeland Family Dental was our sponsor during the season as our broadcast booth sponsor. So thank you to all of those guys. Again, the final tonight as Lamar wins on a free throw in the final moments of this game, 70-69. They will advance. They will face Abilene Christian tomorrow night in the semifinal there at 8 o'clock right back here in Katy. Of course, we'll have the women's game at 2 p.m. with a 1:45 pregame show, a 2 p.m. tip-off. Ken Holland and I will have that call for you as well. I want to thank Carlos Zimmerman back at KSAM Studios, our Director of Operations, Steve Ricks, Dave Donahue, our General Manager, all the staff at Sam Houston for another phenomenal broadcast season. Appreciate all that Cody Stark does, Jason Barfield, Ben Reichard, and, of course, Athletic Director Bobby Williams. Would not be here without those guys. They do the work behind the scenes. We're just blessed with an opportunity to bring it to you over the air. Ken, been a fun one. Thank you for being with me.
Thank you.
We got another one coming up tomorrow, and hopefully a few more after that.
Let's keep on going to Sunday.
Friends, appreciate all of you for joining us. Again, 70-69 your final as we'll sign out here from Katy at the Southland Tournament. I'm Rob Hipp for Ken Holland, reminding you tonight that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own, friends. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there tonight needs you. Good night and God bless from Katy, Texas.
Hi, folks. This is Jack at Adams Furniture.